This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Howdy folks, Candle Genius here, hoping that you're enjoying this free stream just as much as we enjoy creating it for you. Everyone on the Saints TV team is working voluntarily without pay to make this production possible. This involves the infamous STA Stream team, a group of students who help bring it all together. With equipment, software, and classroom needs, there are many expenses required to make this possible. Saints TV has partnered with Give Butter as a platform of choice for safely handling online donations to this project. 100% of your donation goes right back to the St. Ansgar School, so please consider making a contribution today. Simply scan the QR code on your screen, or if you'd prefer, log on to www.givebutter.com/saintsfan. If neither of those are your jam and you'd rather just mail a check, well, you can mail it to Saints TV, P.O. Box 371, St. Ansgar, Iowa 50472. Thank you for watching, and thank you for giving butter.
Johnson Oil, we do a little bit of everything from home to tank. We can set your LP tanks, fill your refined fuel, monitor your tanks, fill your LP cylinders, and we can get whatever parts and service you need.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of commitment of excellence.
Hey guys, what's all the big production about?
We have a couple job openings that we're looking to fill, so we're making a commercial.
Just tell them you're going to pay them well. We're really pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement or whatever.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of paying you, being pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement, or whatever.
All right. Well, hello and welcome to Belmond, Iowa, where your Saints will be taking on the Belmond-Klemme
Broncos.
I always want to go Mustang. I don't know why I want to go
I know.
Mustang. But,
It's
but
a
Broncos.
horse. It's close.
And I am sorry for those of you out there in Belmond-Klemme. That's I don't know why I make that mistake, and I'm sorry about that. But I have to say this. Kennel Genius here. Not your average Joe. Duke Scoop just got back from grabbing his last of the refreshments.
The Last
prior to the
Supper,
game.
we call it.
The Last Supper. That's what Father Joe would call it. I got to tell you this. I am impressed with this Belmond facility. I am impressed. Duke and I were talking about it. They got great music tracks. They got the field is beautiful.
The field is, oh my gosh.
It's
The
gorgeous.
first thing I noticed when I pulled up tonight is the field is in fantastic shape. And especially if you look around, it's dry down here. You can tell the lawn that hasn't been watered isn't in very good shape, but they have kept this football field in tip-top condition.
Yes, they have. And we are, gosh, is there a countdown? Yes, just over 11 minutes away from getting this thing kicked off. And even prior to that, let's just quick lowdown. What do we have going on? We have one camera tonight, just one pretty simple setup. And we intend to bring you the plays. We intend to bring you the replays. That's what we do on Saints TV. We intend to bring you the score, the stats, the lowdown. And we lean into Not Your Average Joe to give us the goods. And so I'm going to turn this over to you. Not Your Average Joe, welcome to the game.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks to everybody out there for joining us tonight on another beautiful evening for high school football here in Iowa. Southwest wind 4 miles an hour, exactly 80 degrees. It is picture-perfect football weather. The Ladybugs, or the Asian Lady Beetles, I think as they're technically referred to as, made their presence known today, so it is officially football season in Iowa as those things come out of the woodwork and join us here in Belmond-Klemme tonight for the football game. But it is another one of those top 10 nights. Your 2-1 Saints take on the 1-2 Belmond-Klemme Broncos. They come off of their first victory of the season last week over common opponent North Union, 15-12. So the Broncos come in riding high off of their first win. They've also played West Hancock. They got beat by West Hancock 59-23. And in week 1, they lost to North Butler in a close one, 14-8. Of course, your Saints come in 2-1. With a week 1 victory over Osage, week 2 victory over North Union of 48-7, and they drop a heartbreaker last week to the new number 2 team in the state in Class A, the West Hancock Eagles, 21-20. The Saints were lined up. If you missed it, go back and watch it, lined up for a last-second field goal attempt to try to walk that one off. That field goal goes awry, and the Saints drop that one 21-20. So they come in here a little chip on the shoulder, a little angry tonight. I think we will see some fantastic football from your Saints here. They're going to be fired up and ready to go. We talked about it a bunch last year. The story for this Belmond-Klemme Broncos, their success goes through number 17, Brody Hefner, leading passer, Brody Hefner, leading rusher, Brody Hefner, leading tackler, Brody Hefner. Number 17, a name you're going to hear and see. Yes, you're going to hear and see Mr. Hefner a bunch. So he'll be a focus for the Saints defensively, of course, as they look to stop that attack for him. An interesting stat for you guys. You guys know how I like numbers. They run the ball 55% of the time. Right? So their breakdown is they run the ball 55% of the time, throw it 45% of the time. Their yards, 65% of their yards are on pass plays. So they run it more than half the time, but 2/3 of their yards are through the air. So, one of our keys to the game time, we'll get to that, but is to stop, make them beat you on the ground, right? Stop the run. Yeah, we're going to get to it early, but this is a special treat for those who join this stream a little early to catch some of this pregame drivel. So, that's going to be a big deal, and that's why that's a big deal. So they're going to run it a bunch, but their positive yardage plays have come through the air. That's what we've seen all year. I don't expect this to be any different tonight. They're going to run the spread, so they will run that spread offense at us where they're going to spread us out. Their sophomore QB is going to try to beat you with his legs and beat you with his arm. That's what he's going to do. He's their best player. I don't think there's any debating that. On defense, Belmond-Klemme is going to run a 4-man front. Their linebackers are athletic. They play fast. They play loose. So our goal, our guys, I can tell you, have been told all week, we got to dominate up front. Our big hosses up front against their young front, we're going to need to dominate. Hey, listen to this, guys. Probably the thing as I went through today and to prep a little bit for tonight that surprised me the most. Let me go offensive line, but I'm going to go grade in school across the offensive line, starting at left tackle.
Hey, that'll be fun.
Freshman, sophomore. They
Wow.
have no upperclassmen on their line. Okay, that is generally not a strategy for success in Class A high school football, right? When you're that young up front.
Precisely.
That has been
Maybe
a
not
challenge.
tonight, but look out in 2 years.
Correct,
That's just
right?
it.
Yeah,
Getting those reps in now might be very good. For
you
them
got
in
it.
the coming
It
years.
will be long term, but right now they're young, they're athletic, and they're quick up there. But they're not very big and they're young. Okay, so the Saints are going to have to try to exploit that. Just a couple of notes there as you look at it. One of those guys is 160 pounds. One of those guys is 175 pounds. So the Saints have the physical age and size advantage up front. Let's see if they can take advantage of that tonight. Should be a fun one. I think this team, like I said, Belmond-Klemme gets their first win last week. They'll be coming in riding high. We know they have athletes. We know what this quarterback can do. We saw him last year, and we're super impressed. I don't know how many times we said it through the broadcast last
As a freshman last year.
right.
That's insane.
So another year of size, another year's maturity on him. He will be a fun guy to watch here tonight. Let's talk about those keys to the game. They look a little like this. Not your average Joe's keys to the game. Key number 1, stop Hefner, right? We said that name already a couple of times. That's their when the same guy's the leading tackler, the leading rusher, and the leading passer. That tells you something about what he's about. So key number 1 would be to limit what he can do. He's going to get his. I don't think the Saints can dream of stopping him completely. It's going to be all about how do we limit that. Key number 2 looks like this. Shut down the pass. And we talked about that earlier. I gave you that spoiler. Make them beat you on the ground, right? Make them beat you on the ground. Their running game outside of their quarterback has not done much this year. Let's make them try to beat us on the ground and stop that pass play. Key number 3 looks like this. Hang on to the pigskin. We like using this one, but man, it's just a huge thing in high school football. That's how you turn one of these games from a momentum perspective against you, is to give the other team easy touchdowns, free points, or short fields. So the Saints' key to victory, number 3, is hang on to the pigskin. Well, a couple of things to watch tonight. I'm interested to see. I have no inside information. I do not know, but will Seth Schatz play tonight, right? We saw he was limited in the second half last week. Does that change tonight? We'll be looking for number 9, and if he doesn't play, then who's in his stead out there? We'll be watching that. Can Connor Mullenbeck follow up on last week's stellar performance? 3 catches, 62 yards.
He looked good.
Man, did he ever. Can he show us a little something tonight? Yeah. In our Behind the Saints episode this week, Eric made the very astute observation that, we looked like we were holding some things back for last week, maybe that we didn't show prior to last week, that we kind of got to break out last week. So does our offense look different tonight based on what we saw last week? Are the limits off? Is this a no-holds-barred night here in Belmond-Klemme? Do we see the full offense, and does it look different based on the results that we had last week? I can't wait to find out.
I agree.
We're just 3 minutes and 19 seconds from finding out. Right here live on Saints TV. They're doing some starting lineups. Like I said, our starting lineups, my understanding is, will mostly stay the same. It will be a matter of what happens there with number 9.
So we don't have a spoiler alert for that.
I do not, because I do not know. You'll know when I know, when we see him run out onto the field.
Usually how it goes on the show.
It is usually how that goes. The other thing, Jackson Vroom and Weston Paulson, I think, will be rotating. They did that last week. If you went back and watched some of that film, you noticed he was in and out several times. Weston Paulson had a new number last week. He was number 11, so he's 57 or 11, depending. Last week, they needed him to play a little tight end. So in high school, you have to wear a certain number range to play that position. So we will look tonight to see if he's number 11. That'll give you some hint about where we might be using him tonight.
Obviously, we couldn't do this without Chain Gang, without the Men in Stripes. There's a lot that goes into putting a football game together, and a lot that goes into putting a broadcast together. So, Duke, you just had that screen up there. There will be a little QR code, the top left-hand corner of your screen. This one's a little larger version of that.
Ooh, that's in the way.
Give butter. Give butter is the name of the game here in St. Ansgar because it's free to watch the game. That's our goal. It's always free to watch for those who are unable to cheer from the stands, but it's not free to produce. It does cost something, and there's many, many great people out there who have given butter so far. 100% of your donation goes right back to the school. So we'll have a physical address if you want to donate and mail a check. We'll have a web address, which is givebutter.com/SaintsFan. Pretty easy to remember.
Oh, wow.
If that's your jam. But thank you for everyone who contributes to make this possible.
You should show this, Eric. They're playing our school song over the PA here.
So I was sitting here like, where's that noise coming from?
Yeah, that's very. That's being a good host.
I'm really impressed with these guys. Let me tell you, you don't get that level of sportsmanship.
Band playing?
There it is.
Their band.
Their band is playing.
It's the band. We're the band.
I thought it was over the PA. Well, I already got the headphones on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's cool.
That is I've never seen that before. That's
Thank
really
you,
cool.
Learned our
Belmond-Klemme.
song.
That's quite
really
welcome,
cool,
isn't it? You got to count down to the second half coming up there. That's probably not the one you want. Probably not the one you want.
I have to make it a lot longer than that.
National anthem about to start here in Belmond as the Saints and Broncos look to get underway.
Belmond Scouts Troop 216. Presenting the flag tonight.
Please rise and remove your headwear for the playing of the national anthem by the Belmond-Klemme High School Pep Band. The flag is located at the northeast corner of the track, in turn 2.
Play ball, in the words of Aunt Bethany.
Fantastic job there. Scouts bring out the colors. The pep band plays a fantastic rendition of the national anthem. Great way to start.
Best one I've heard all night.
Best one, for sure. And that one was live, right?
Yeah.
That's better than some of the pre-recorded ones I've heard, I think.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Absolutely.
I agree. Sometimes a little hard to hear at home. Just imagine it being the best you've heard, and that's pretty much what we got.
Trust
That's
us.
what you lose out on when you don't come to the game.
That's right. You got to be. I mean, Saints TV is pretty cool, but you got to be here to get that stuff. Get the full experience. So, Coach Clevenger and the Saints take the field.
I was going to say Saints TV is like a good pot of chili. It's always better the next day.
Always better the next day.
Dude, I'm glad you're getting my signal here because my Oh, the monitor's not working, so I'm looking at your big screen to see what I got going on.
That sun's about to go behind those trees, and your picture's going to get even better at home as that sun dips below the press box here. 12 minutes on the clock. 76 degrees, 4 mile an hour, southwest wind. Picture perfect football weather. Guys, help me scan the sideline for number 9. Let's get that Seth Shots update. I see him. Right, he has a helmet.
Smack dab center. He's shuffling stuff around. Let me see if I can hop on the old. Ooh, this is different.
So we have a Shotsy sighting. There, number 9.
Shots is in the building.
In the building. There he's doing his hair for us. Appreciate you, Seth. Looks like he is ready to go in uniform. And he will go tonight. The Saints send captains, senior captains, Schwiesow, Hansen, Klein, and Brum to the 50. We have a crash here. It's just a water bottle. You'll be fine. The bad news is the water bottle finds its way all the way to the bottom.
You have to go around and get it.
I think we have a young man going to get it for us. Looks like we have a volunteer. Hey, speaking of volunteers, shout out. I don't know any details. I don't know what exactly transpired. But my understanding is the Clear Lake Community School System bailed us out in a big way here today and gave our boys a ride the rest of the way after a mechanical issue with the bus. My word on the street is perhaps catastrophic tire failure for the St. Ansgar school bus.
Those are the worst kind of tire failure.
Those are the worst kind. And my inside source on the bus sends me a text message that we're transferring to a Clear Lake bus and they're taking us the rest of the way. So that's all I know is that there was some transportation assistance provided after a tire failure. Thank you, Clear Lake Community Schools.
So I apologize. I know we're planning to show some replays, but could you give me an audio replay? I didn't have the headset on, and I missed this.
So my understanding is we had a tire problem on the bus on the way here, blew a tire, and we're stranded on the side of the road. And I don't know the details. Don't know how this all went down, but somehow the Clear Lake Community School sent us a bus, picked us up, brought us the rest of the way here.
Wow.
That's amazing. To do a fellow North Iowa Community School a favor and give us a lift. We owe them one. So thank you, Clear Lake Community Schools.
I love that.
Yeah, I do too. And we'll get some more details on how it transpired exactly, but that's what I know.
It just feels like this is like a night of class, like just but the Belmont facility. They're playing our theme song. They got a great band. This is happening. What a great night.
Yeah. Let's top it off with the Saints W here. The Saints are going to kick it away. They win the toss. Defer. Belmond-Klemme will have it first. Schwiesow is going to do the kicking for the Saints.
Sun is going down behind the trees, so
perfect timing.
The timing is perfect.
And we are underway here in Belmond-Klemme. That's a live football. Picked up nicely. It's number 3 for Belmond-Klemme. Finds a seam. That was an issue for the Saints last week, that kickoff coverage. They get the ball out across the 30-yard line. Will start 1st and 10 at their own 32. That was Kale Pletch, number 3, on the return there. Hefner in a shotgun. Going to roll out. Finds a receiver. This is Paulson. Nice gain. Gets first down. 10-yard gain for the Broncos to start. That's Griffin Paulson, a junior, on the reception.
Nice little out route there.
His 6th reception of the season. This is what they're going to do, right? Quick, spread it out, and they're going to let Hefner sling it. Guido in the backfield with him. And that is a handoff to Guido there in the backfield. Ruben Guido, the sophomore, number 20, with the carry there. Gain of 2. Makes it 2nd and 8.
Here's that first play on first down.
Nice job there. So it's 2nd and 8. Hefner. Quick pass again. Going deep, covered well by Connor Mullenbeck. Intended receiver was Lamb, their leading receiver. Second leading receiver. 10 catches on the year, 122 yards for Kyson Lamb. Again, just a sophomore. You're going to hear me say freshman and sophomore a lot tonight. They have a young group. Well defended there. Connor Mullenbeck was in good position. Makes it 3rd and 8. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock. 11 minutes to go in this first quarter. Picture perfect, Sky. What a great night. Pass. Pressure. It's Tyson Klein. Still not down. It takes a host of Saints. Tyson Klein was there, as well as Dietrich. Derek Heeman. It takes all of them. I don't think he was down until Heeman got there to finally clean him up. It is a 6-yard loss on the play. Makes it 4th and 16, and the Broncos will punt it away.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to squirt out of there for a little while. Whistle hadn't blown yet, and he was still on his feet.
Doherty is the punter. Snaps over his head. Doherty scrambles back, gets it picked up. He's going to get a kick away. Turns a real negative play into something positive with a roll there. Gets the ball kicked over midfield. Really nice job by the punter, Doherty. And the Saints will have it 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. That could have been disaster.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice job here.
Yeah, for him here, you look at that. It's to get that kick between the defenders who are all over him, pretty good result considering what had happened.
Oh, yeah, look how close that is to getting blocked.
Wow.
Rugby kick it.
Right there. It's West and Paulson. I don't know who the other one was, but they were both right there. So Schwiesow started for the Saints out of the wishbone. Corbin Michaels finds the seam and a big gain on 1st down. Makes it 1st and 10 Saints across the 50 down to the 42-yard line of the Broncos. Big gain on the first play of the game for Corbin Michaels. Nice start there for the Saints. We talked about that battle up front. Play number 1 goes to the Saints offensive line. They made a huge hole there. Nice hole again on 2nd down. That is Tyson Klein with the ball. Klein gains 5, makes it 2nd and 5. Give him 6. 2nd and 4. Ball just shy of the 35-yard line of the Broncos already. Corbin Michaels, short gain, lost his footing there while getting the handoff. Still turns it upfield for a positive gain. It'll bring it 3rd down. 3rd and 1 here.
Nice offensive drive here for the Saints. Really not unlike last week. I was really impressed with the offensive power of St. Ansgar, and they're right back at it here.
Schwiesow hands it to Clevenger. Clevenger plows ahead for a 1st down and a gain of 5. Nice job there. A little misdirection, little who's got the football going on there. Stephenson on the stop.
Joe Carlson tuning in from a bit further north than normal. Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Grand Forks. Beautiful North Dakota, at least this time of year. Don't be there in 3 weeks, Joel. Klein with the carry. Nice job by the Broncos there. Hold Klein to a short gain. Makes it 2nd and 8. Clock under 8 minutes to go already. The Broncos get a 1st down, but are then forced to punt. And the Saints have been all on the ground, all out of the wishbone here to start traditional St. Ansgar football. Corbin Michaels, the nice gain. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Yeah, like third down stadium music going on
They
here.
do. Yeah, they do a nice job here. We talked about how nice the condition the field is in. They did a nice job welcoming us here. Played when the Saints go marching in. Welcome the visitors. That's kind of cool. Middle there, handoff. Believe that was second guy through with the football. It was. Corbin Michaels gets it. He's right near a first down. They are going to call time and measure here. So we're close enough. No, they wave off the measurement, call it a first down. So first down, Saints.
We saw this last week, too. It looked like not a huge gain. Didn't look like it was enough to get a first down, but because that offensive line is pushing so hard, they're actually getting a lot more yardage than it appears from here.
Great point. Good push there for the offensive line. We're winning that battle. We have it 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. So just outside the red zone for Suisse and the Saints.
This first down brought to you by our friends at St. Ansgar State Bank.
First pass of the night. Suisse hits Corbin Michaels for a nice gain off the left side.
Nice one.
Nice little rollout, design, quick hit pass play. Well designed, well called, well executed. Michaels finds the opening there and gets the ball inside the 10-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 2. They do mark it right on the 10-yard line. Schwiesow keeps, makes a man miss, but he's brought down across the line to gain, so it'll be first down Saints at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal Saints here on their first drive of the night. Schwiesow keeps, Habscheid on the tackle. Good job by Tyson Klein to help seal the edge there. So 1st and goal Saints.
This first down brought to you by Mitchell County Regional Health Center. Thanks for your support.
Schwiesow to Clevenger. Clevenger, touchdown Saints. Joe Clevenger with a 5-yard touchdown run makes it 6-0 Saints early in the first quarter.
And right back in on special teams goes Clevenger, as do most of the guys.
Schwiesow on to kick the extra point. We must have a new touchdown graphic in the keep the score scoreboard. So we got something weird going on. We got 2 touchdown graphics.
I think mine's better.
I agree. Well, we can probably turn that off. Schwiesow kick is up, and it is good. And the Saints lead at 7-0 here over Belmond-Klemme. 6:04 to go in the first quarter.
Great start for the Saints. We'll see you right back here pretty soon, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
You bet.
Hello?
You bet.
Hope Joe's answering the phone right as we go back to the broadcast. Saints took a 7-0 lead after their first offensive possession. They forced the Broncos to punt on their first offensive possession. Good start for the Saints, right where they want to be. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. So we saw back to kickoff.
You ever get one of those phone calls at a time where you think it's just got to be bad news, I better answer that? And then it was something totally random. That's what that was. So it's not bad news, it's the good news. Also good news, Saints make the tackle on the return.
Michaels.
Corbin style Michaels. The big hit.
You may have had some help. I see there's a couple jerseys in there.
Who do we got?
I noticed Michaels. Who's the other?
Who's 44, right? Is that 44 in there? Little Chase Haugen?
He got smoked by Michaels.
I think, Corbin tackled
a little sandwich there.
Tackled Haugen. into the guy. So good job by Chase and Corbin there. They finished that one. Hefner hands it off. Short gain there by Guido.
Sammy did make it to the game, you guys. We're talking about whether or not you're going to get a ride, Sammy. So there you go. It's official. Third quarter. You know what to expect here on St. CD.
We didn't think we were going to have a treat today, but
we didn't think so. No. Well, we got Slam and Sammy P coming for you. Third quarter.
Gain of 1 makes it 2nd down and 9. Nice job by the Saints defensive line.
Sammy, did you drive yourself?
Hefner. Flag in the backfield, knocked down by Connor Mullenbeck. That was coming back anyways. We're going to get a hold on Belmond-Klemme. They had a free runner back there. Who is that? 31. That's Dietrich. Was going to go put some pain on old Hefner. And instead,
the flag.
The flag. I was like, what are you doing?
Sorry.
There we go. Flag. Flag on the play. Let's see what the Saints do here. Do they decline this thing? Yes, they do. The Saints decline the penalty.
It's like it never even happened.
It's like it never even happened. So it's 3rd down and 9.
Except it did, because watch this replay.
Except it did. And there's a difference in the clock now than on the last one.
How did you do that? Scorekeeper closed the scoreboard. That's not great.
It'll be better. When you reopen it, it will be better than ever. I promise. These things happen for a reason. It's usually a good reason.
Don't click the red X in the corner.
That's right. That's a bad one to click. Hefner on 3rd and 9. Surveys the defense, puts a man in motion. Quick pass out to number 7. That ball hits the ground. Incomplete pass. That'll make it 4th down. And Belmond-Klemme will punt it away. Second possession, the Saints defense does not allow a first down. Forces that 3 and out. Just 1 yard of offense on that one. And that's going to be what their offense is, right? That quick hit pass. They know they can't sit back there. When they sit back there, Derek Heeman's going to be in your lap, and you got to hold him, right, to prevent the sack. So they're going to have to get the ball out quick. We saw them do that in that first drive, in that first play. They got it out really quick and hurt the Saints for a 10-yard gain. But when that doesn't work, their offense is going to struggle. Nice punt again. Ball at the 39-yard line. The Saints will have it there. 1st and 10.
Ooh, look at the ref holding the ball there, Eric. Look at the salad on that guy.
Where are we looking at?
To the left.
Oh, yeah.
To the left, to the left.
We got to zoom in on the ref here. He's running.
Yep, to the left.
Oh, okay.
Way to your left. Zoom in there. Get us
salad.
a look at the salad.
The salad.
That's a nice flow right there. I like that.
You too. Another.
Hairdo of the game so far.
The hairdo of the game.
Another hats off.
I think he knows seasonal Santa.
Yeah, I bet he does. Handoff. Klein. Big gain. Still on his feet. Breaks a tackle. Tyson Klein. Touchdown, Saints. Tyson Klein with a 60-yard touchdown run. And the Saints go up 13-0.
That was a great run by Klein. We've seen a few of them by Klein. That was awesome. Great.
Klein
job,
refuses to go down. Punches it in, and the Saints go up 13-0. Schatz is out there to hold. Long snapper is Andrew Hall, and Schweiss out to do the kicking. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. Saints lead it 14-0. 5:02 to go in the first quarter, and this one's been all Saints.
Here's that replay again. Touchdown.
Does not get touched in the first level. That's so important.
15 yards downfield before he gets touched.
And then just keeps those legs churning.
Go back on that, Duke. So it looks like you've got a defender in front of him who, if he's not tripped up a little bit and slows down, that defender probably gets him. But this slows him down enough that now that guy's over pursuing, loses his footing, and if either one of those, if that whoever was that had his feet doesn't happen, Klein probably down there.
That was Hefner that had his feet.
Was it?
Yep.
That was almost a shoestring tackle. Just couldn't.
It was. Look at how close that was. He just missed the swipe.
Yep. What
Tyson
a run.
Klein with a big run.
And good vision for Klein to see that number 3 there and duck out of his way so he doesn't trip over it.
And go back to the very beginning. Let's watch, if we got time here.
Oh, yeah, we got time.
I think we do. Let's watch the very beginning of this play. No, untouched, like you said, 15 yards down the field. Watch Clevenger come seal off that edge. Boom. Right? And who is, I don't know which lineman that is. Corbin Michaels in there as well. All the linemen. Look at that hole.
Yeah, every linebacker taken care of. So he's into the secondary before anybody can make a play
The
on
first
him.
guy that can make a play on him is the safety. That's
That's
pretty
good
good
run
blocking.
blocking.
Great discipline by the Saints. Great heads-up play by Klein, and great toughness by Klein to get through and find his way to the end zone on that one. Saints up 14-0.
Weston Paulson is wearing the traditional 58 tonight, by the way, if you're looking for Weston. He is in 58. Schwiesau's kick takes a bounce out across the 30. Still on his feet is Pletch, the returner. Nice return, gets the ball out across the 30. Belmond-Klemme will have it at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for their third drive of the night.
And when these Saints score points, these cheerleaders do jumping jacks. I think they're getting ready.
This game started about like last week's game. The Saints jumped out 14-0 in that one as well, all on the ground. One pass play here tonight so far. Hefner man in motion again. Handoff. Thought that man started a little early. So did the side judge here. So that one's going to come back. It's an illegal motion penalty, I believe. Limited gain on the play. This referee crew, football crew, has the radio, so they can talk to each other without getting together. I noticed that. That's always, I like that. Speeds up the game, gets those calls in early. This one might be on the Saints. We might have had a guy in the neutral zone, perhaps. Let's see what we get, kind of call we get. They're still talking it over here. The penalty is declined. It was a motion penalty on the Broncos. The Saints declined that one as the play goes for just a short gain. Give him 1. 2nd and 9 after the penalty is declined.
So what do you think the coach's thoughts are on that one? Obviously, in most cases, you take the penalty. They'd replay 1st down. Is it a matter of, hey, you know what, we know this kid can throw, and we were limited to, 2 yards on that play. We're just going to take that versus the chance that they're going to go deep on one? What's the strategy there?
I think that's
Joe?
exactly the thoughts is we give him one less down.
One less down, yeah.
Hefner, pass. Pressured, almost tackled by his own guy. In fact, he completes it instead. Still on his feet is Johans, Jackson Johans, the junior. Nice gain. After multiple holding penalties are not called. I think 2 of our offensive linemen get tackled right there, as you see. But hey, there's holding on every play in high school football.
Yeah, there
They
sure
can't
is.
call them all.
Yeah.
They let that one go, and it cost the Saints 12 yards and a 1st down.
And that just goes to show if you give him time to throw, he'll find somebody.
1st and 10 here for Belmond-Klemme. Ball near midfield. Quick pass out to Paulson. Short gain. Nice job there of pursuit. Corbin Michaels, Jay Schwiesau, Dylan Brum, Joe Clevenger, all in there.
Are you just reading off the
You're right, I
11-man
could just
defensive roster?
read the roster. Yep, exactly. I think Schwiesau and Clevenger were there first. Gain of 2, 2nd and 2, 2nd and 8. Balta at right shy of midfield, 49-yard line. So the most productive drive of the night for the Broncos.
Yep.
And that one a little early there again, so motion penalty on the Broncos. That'll back them up. I assume that at this point of the field, the Saints will accept this penalty.
So let's take a look at this,
they
Joe.
Can't. That's a pre-snap penalty, so that's a 5-yarder.
Where exactly does the penalty occur here? Just
Right
for the fans at home.
about there. See the guy on the end that's moving before the ball snapped?
Well, even the
In the backfield,
tailback,
right?
too.
Yeah. You look at the tailback.
Yep.
Oh, he starts
going.
early too. So, yeah, we had all kinds of confusion. Had 2 guys moving. I think the left tackle was moving early too.
Good crowd here for the home team. You can see that in the shot here.
2nd and 13. Hefner going to pitch it out to Guido. Guido gains 3. Going to make it 3rd and 10.
Gets those yards back, but now you're behind in the chains, 3rd and 10. Again, key to the game, don't let them set up the pass game. Don't give them time to throw.
Yep, we'll take that. We'll take those 3, 4, 5-yard runs. It's all of their positive yardage of any meaningful nature have been on 2 pass plays tonight, right? They've got 30 yards of passing on 2 plays, and that has been their offense to this point.
And those little screen passes out to the side, they use those to set up the run. So then they stretch you out. You're expecting them to throw it over there. Then you get room up the middle for a QB keeper or something like that.
Got it. Wonder if we don't see one of those right here, a QB design run. Nope, we're going to throw it over the middle.
Oh,
almost
wow.
a beautiful catch by Paulson. Instead, looks like, who is that, Daniel? Yeah, Daniel Sutcliffe, number 4 in there, I believe playing for Seth Schatz. Seth Schatz is holding tonight, but is not playing on defense that I've seen anyway tonight. So Sutcliffe in for him, does a nice job of getting there and breaking that one up. Paulson almost made a beautiful one-handed catch.
Sutcliffe stole a highlight reel catch from him.
4th and 10. The Broncos are going to go for it here.
Ooh.
And they get the Saints to jump. So they're going to make it 4th and 5. And they're going to do the same thing, guys. So I can already tell you, they're going to try that. But now the difference is they're going to try that, and they're going to snap it. They weren't going to snap it that time. They were going to let that go, let the play clock run out, take a penalty, or call a timeout and punt it away. Now they're going to try that again, see if they can get the free first down. When that doesn't work, they will snap it here.
Got 2 fellers up front. Jump.
Yep, and I think the way they looked, maybe they both thought they saw something. I don't know.
Whatever it was the same thing they saw.
They sure did. I didn't see the ball twitch or anything. Sometimes those centers get real savvy and can move that ball just a touch. Nice completed pass there for a first down. Hefner to number 2, Kyson Lamb. Kyson Lamb, now the leading receiver. He's had 2 catches here tonight. That's a first down across the 40.
Nice little slant play there. Again, getting the ball out quick like you talked about, Joe.
And that 5-yard penalty sets that up, right? They can get it out that fast because you don't have to run a 12-yard route. You can run a 5-yard route for that first down.
Yep.
Huge difference. Saints got to clean up those mistakes.
Opens up the playbook. Call plays you're more comfortable with.
Man in motion. Fake to him. Hefner to pass. Mullenbeck picks it off. No, the ball's loose now. Incomplete pass. They were fighting for that. I'm not sure who even had it.
I think the Bronco player caught it first.
And then Connor took it away from him.
I didn't see the ball, but I saw the response, and it felt like the Bronco had it.
Right here he goes up.
He's got it, but then I think
Mullenbeck had his arm in between his arms, and as he's going to the ground,
swats it away. And
takes
at
it
that
away.
point, I think Connor's got it. Or there you can see the ball comes out.
Then they're fighting over it.
Good call by the official who's right there as those two. That was kind of a jump ball, 50-50 ball.
Yeah.
Glad to see it hit the ground because that was probably going to be a Broncos reception. Without that, good job by Connor Mullenbeck to knock that one out. Makes it 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Been an exciting first quarter. Another penalty. A penalty-laden first quarter here. That one goes against the Broncos. Another motion penalty. I think that's their 4th.
You know, you talked about being a young team. You know, those are some of the things that can happen to a young team.
So the Saints have been penalized once. I think the Broncos now have 5 total penalties in the first quarter.
Just don't have those reps, game time experience as you do.
You
when
got
you
it.
get a little older. So
Yeah, you look up and down this roster. They are young. They can be a fantastic football team in 2 years.
Right.
When all these sophomores that are making big impacts this year are seniors.
when you got a ranked team, you're playing at home. It's probably a little intimidating. Lining up in cross room.
Design run, Hefner. Nice job by Hefner. Gets 15, maybe 20, and reaches for the first down. So, yeah, we'll call it 15, gain of 15. And they're going to give him no, they are not. We are short of the first down. So it is 3rd down and 1.
Great awareness to know where the first down marker is, and a little short in this one, but he stretches out for that.
Looks like the ball comes down just shy of the 30 there. And I think
that's almost exactly where it's spotted. Good job by the officials.
Great job by the
Perfect
officials.
spot almost.
Yeah, he needed the 30 for a first down. Looks like from this perspective anyway.
We got to figure out how to get a yellow line on the
We
field.
do. We'll figure that out next. Guido with the handoff.
Wow,
Short. Nice job there by Hale. 31. Yes, that is Dietrich, right? I'm sure it is. It's just not on our sheet.
Barely gets back to the line there. Good stop by the defense as we wind down here in this first quarter.
Under 45 seconds to go, 4th and 2. He actually loses a yard there. That makes it 4th and 2. Big play, obviously, in this one. Hefner going to fake the handoff, going to roll out to pass. Now he's going to run. Derek Heeman just misses him. A big collision out of bounds, but a first down for Belmond-Klemme. And the two quarterbacks there collide on the sideline, Suisau and Hefner. But Hefner gets the first down. We said this team could move the football, and they have done just that tonight.
Ooh, that was a little close to being a hit out of bounds.
And both helmets collided, too. That's a violent collision.
Looks like Suisau got the worst end of that one.
He kind of come around the end with the guy in front of him. Yeah, exactly. Hefner back to pass. Deep, down to his receiver, gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Nice play there. That is Hefner to Paulson. I think that's number 8. He's a long ways away. Can you guys see? Is that number 8?
Who caught the ball?
Yes, sir. I believe that's Griffin Paulson, the junior. Diminutive Mr. Paulson. But a really nice catch there. Into the end zone, makes it 14-6 Saints. Hefner showed off his arm there.
Yeah. There's a replay for you. We'll go back and kind of.
Here's high school football for you, right? You catch the touchdown pass, go get the holding tee, and go hold this one. Yep, you got to do both of those two things. And Paulson does that. The extra point is up, and it is
straight
good.
Through the pipes.
Wow.
All right, folks. Broncos get on the board. They pull within a score here. We will be right back after these messages.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of commitment of excellence.
Cut. Hey guys, what's all the big production about?
We have a couple job openings that we're looking to fill, so we're making a commercial.
Just tell them you're going to pay them well. We're really pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement or whatever.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of paying you, being pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement, or whatever.
Welcome back, folks. Here's that replay of that touchdown.
What a beautiful throw from Hefner here.
He pump fakes to the.
We expect him to go short here to 7. Yep, and then he throws it deep. Beach Suisau into the corner. Corbin Michaels down across the 50, down to the 40. Great return for Corbin Michaels to get the momentum back in the Saints' favor here after Belmond-Klemme drives 65 yards and punches it into the end zone to make it 14-7. The Saints get a nice return from Corbin Michaels, and will start in Broncos territory.
An impressive drive for the Broncos on that last one. As you said, Saints need to regain momentum. That's a good start.
Yep, start from the 40.
Suisau hands it off to Tyson Klein. Tyson Klein again into the secondary before anybody gets a hand on him. Gains 13, first down Saints. That'll be the last play of the first quarter, as there are about 9 seconds left on the clock. They will wind it here, and I'm sure the Saints will just let it run out, and we will head to the second quarter, 14-7 Saints, and the Saints are on the move.
We'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Howdy folks, Kennel Genius here, hoping that you're enjoying this free stream just as much as we enjoy creating it for you. Everyone on the Saints CV team is working voluntarily without pay to make this production possible. This involves the infamous STA Stream Team, a group of students who help bring it all together. With equipment, software, and classroom needs, there are many expenses required to make this possible. Saints TV has partnered with Give Butter as a platform of choice for safely handling online donations to this project. 100% of your donation goes right back to the St. Ansgar School, so please consider making a contribution today. Simply scan the QR code on your screen, or if you'd prefer, log on to www.givebutter.com/saintsfan. If neither of those are your jam and you'd rather just mail a check, well, you can mail it to Saints TV, P.O. Box 371, St. Ansgar, Iowa 50472. Thank you for watching, and thank you for giving butter.
Welcome back. Oh, sorry, Joe.
No,
You do it. You do it.
back to action. Sweesow hands it back to Klein. Long as Klein's gaining 10 to 15 yards, they're just going to keep handing it to him, I have a feeling. They hold him to just 7 there. That'll make it 2nd down and 3.
Only 7?
Only 7.
He's slacking.
Yeah. I think the 3 carries prior to that, he's averaging 25 yards. So he had a big one in there.
Tough second quarter already for Klein, who his average has gone down on his first carry.
Let's see if we mix it up here. Maybe get us a Michaels look in here. We do. Corbin Michaels finds the middle, up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. And the Saints march right down the field. 4 plays, 65 yards, and they make it 20-7. No, the Saints offense is clicking right now. Look at the big fellas up front making holes.
Eric almost can't keep up with him on the camera.
I can't move this. I have to get a faster
Watch
camera,
Joe
guys.
Clevenger. He makes that block, this kind of down block, and he puts his hand in the air. He knows it's a touchdown immediately. Watch him right here. Right? Boom. He's there. Yep. See ya.
Yep, right.
Corbin's got. He's like, nobody's catching him. I love it. Extra point is up and good, and it's 21-7 Saints. So it's a lot of the same players who talked about this during the break, but the defense isn't going to get much of a break tonight. The way the Saints offense is moving the ball, they will go right back to work on defense here, and the Saints defense has some work to do. Let's see what kind of adjustment they make here on this drive after the Broncos in their last drive move right down the field, punch it in the end zone.
And I don't think we watched time of possession here, but obviously the Broncos are taking a little while longer to get the ball down the field, but they did last drive get the ball down the field indeed. Saints are doing it in a very limited number of plays. Saints up 21-7 here with 11:20 remaining in the second quarter.
So we said we got to make them beat us on the ground, and Hefner beats us through the air a couple of times on that last drive, and that was the difference. So the Saints will go back to work here after the kickoff to try to limit that passing game. Easy to say up here, harder to do on the field. No doubt about it. They have spread us out really well, and there you have a talented quarterback who beat us with his feet and his arm on that drive. They also had just a QB draw that gained about 15 yards on 2nd and 16.
Yep.
That was probably the backbreaker in that drive, was that run prior to the touchdown pass. Sweesow kicks it off to about the 15. Fielded there by Duran. Duran.
Getting to the corner. Good tackle.
Nice tackle there. That is number 32, Dylan Brum on the tackle. Needed his speed there to try to catch Duran outside, and he does just that. Broncos will have it first down across the 30. So 1st and 10, Broncos from the 32-yard line.
Good strategy by the Broncos to get that ball to the other side of the field. Brum just too fast.
Sky is beautiful here as we start the second quarter in Belmont. Hefner surveys the defense, puts a man in motion, hands it to that man. Short gain, tackled nicely by Michaels, and Clevenger is Duran. Saul Duran, the sophomore, speedster. Can't find a lane, though. Tackled down for a very short gain. We'll call it 2nd and 9. The linebackers for the Saints playing really well. as of late, Michaels, Clevenger, Klein, Daniel Sutcliffe in there for Seth shots tonight. Seth is holding kicks, but I have not seen him on the field otherwise. Guido with the run there. Again, a very short gain. Tackled by the interior of the defensive line. Looks like Hansen's the last guy off the pile. No gain, 3rd and 9. 21-7, Saints lead it here. How about a 3 and out here, boys?
Feels like it.
That would be good.
It feels like they've adjusted. That last drive the Broncos did just such a great job. And
going to have to survive the quick pass play here and guessing slant or something along those lines. Again, instead, another motion penalty, I believe, is what we will see here called against the Broncos. I think that's their 5th. It sure is. So that'll back it up 5, make it 3rd and 14. See if we go hard count here. Hefner got the Saints last drive in this situation to make it 5 yards shorter. Let's see if he can't try. I bet he's going to try to get that 5 yards back here. See if he can't get us to jump. I hear an instruction from the sideline of watch the ball, right? Which we're telling the linemen here, just watch the ball. Don't move till the ball moves. Again, easy to say, hard to do. 5-man front here for the Saints. Pass. Hefner. Deep. The only guy who can catch it is Dylan Brum. Instead, he just knocks it away. Good defense by Dylan Brum. Knocks that one down, and the Broncos will punt it away. Nice play there. He actually underthrew Brum just a touch. Brum had to come back for it to knock it down.
I don't think he was throwing it to him.
Oh, he wasn't. Okay.
good defense nonetheless.
Doherty
4th
on to
and a
punt it
lot.
away. 4th and 14. 9:43 to go in the first half.
Oof.
That snap is under the hands and between the legs of Doherty. He picks it up. Can he make another miracle punt? He gets it away somehow, and it'll take a Broncos roll, but the Saints will have it in Broncos territory, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line of the Broncos. So short field after a bad snap on that punt attempt. Good job again by Doherty to get that thing collected. I mean, that was 6 if the Saints get on it.
Or a ball at the 2-yard line.
Or a ball at the 2, correct. Instead, he finds a way to pick it up and get it punted away. I don't know how he got it out of there.
I don't
That's
either.
twice
That's
now.
That's twice. I
He's
can't
good at
imagine
that.
it's something you practice, but it looks like he's practicing that.
I bet he was the best in kindergarten at tag on the playground.
I bet you're right.
Tag, keep away.
Keep away, whatever you want to. Yeah. Schwiesau to pass. Deep. Connor Mullenbeck hauls it in.
Wow.
And it'll be 1st and goal Saints after a huge pass play from Schwiesau to Mullenbeck.
What a great play by Mullenbeck. That is not an easy ball to catch coming over your shoulder when you're wearing all that helmet and pads.
Schwiesau puts it right over shoulder. What's the loft on this thing? Uses the old 9-iron, punches it up there, and drops it in the basket.
Unbelievable.
Good concentration by Mullenbeck to catch it. Like you said, if you've ever tried to catch that with shoulder pads and a helmet on, running full speed, that's not an easy task. Look at this offensive formation for the Saints.
Not
Gonna
messing
spread
around.
it out.
Oh,
Throw it over
too
the
high.
middle. Wanted to complete that Mullenbeck drive there, make it an all Mullenbeck drive, but that pass goes a little high, incomplete. 2nd and goal from the 9.
A little behind him. Is that what we saw there on the replay?
Yeah, a little over his head. Too high.
Back to a little more traditional formation here for the Saints. In the wishbone, Schwiesau under center. Gives it to Clevenger, up the middle. Touchdown, Saints. Joe Clevenger rumbles into the end zone for the touchdown. It's 27-7 Saints. I'm going to be honest. I'm guessing that was Clevenger. Right? It had to have been. I couldn't see who
I
had the
couldn't
football.
either. I just follow your direction. You got better eyes than I do, Joe.
I believe he was the last guy off the pile there. Drew Carlson, senior Drew Carlson, in for the Saints on that drive as well.
They were high-fiving Clevenger, so I'm gonna go with.
Let's go with it. I think it about had to be.
definite.
Shots into hold. A little early. Yep, a little defensive encroachment there. Well, let's see what the Saints do here.
My guess is decline. What do you think?
Decline is the answer. The Saints will continue to kick.
Decline or give it to Klein?
Take the penalty, give it to decline. For those of you watching at home, like, why would you decline a penalty? Why would you ever decline a penalty? We've seen a few of those tonight in this case. These kickers practice from this yardage a lot.
And they did move it. They moved the ball that 1 yard, so I see a little adjustment on shots. He moved up about 2 feet. Good hold, good kick. Saints lead at 28-7 here in Belmond with 9 minutes to go in the first half. The Saints go up 3 touchdowns on a Joe Clevenger touchdown run.
All right, folks, see you in just a second.
Johnson Oil, we do a little bit of everything from home to tank. We can set your LP tanks, fill your refined fuel, monitor your tanks, fill your LP cylinders, and we can get whatever parts and service you need.
So maybe
True.
it's on me. Why would I ask a question to someone who's not wearing it?
We are back here at Belmond-Klemme. 28-7 Saints lead after a Joe Clevenger touchdown run. Teresa on to kick it off for the Saints. Belmond-Klemme has some offense tonight. We talked about in the pregame show. They are dangerous offensively, and they have showed it tonight. So good test for the Saints defense here. Duran with the return. He's speedy, gets outside, but he is clobbered. I'm trying to see who that was. Andrew Hall. Nice tackle by Andrew Hall on that kickoff return. And Belmond-Klemme will have it. 1st and 10, ball at the 27-yard line. So the Broncos and Hefner take the field here. The Saints have stolen that momentum back after Belmond-Klemme put a nice drive together to make it 14-7. The Saints get a touchdown, a stop, and a touchdown.
Quick two touchdowns. Yeah, quick 2 ones.
Very short order to make it 28-7. 2 ones quick.
2 ones quick.
Guido with his best run of the night gets 4 yards on first down, makes it 2nd and 6. Nice job there by sophomore Ruben Guido.
Is that Clevenger on that tackle? That was a nice wrap up on that one.
Textbook tackle.
This textbook
TBT.
tackle.
It's almost like he's been at football practice for all 16 and a half years of his life.
Yeah, I want to say this textbook.
You've seen it done before?
He's seen that one done and learned well. He wasn't just there, he was paying attention. Because there's a difference, right? And Coach Beaver told us that in volleyball. You're either getting better or you're here taking up space, right?
What a great interview that was.
It was fantastic. If you haven't caught episode 4 Behind the Saints, go do that. Caught in the backfield there by 58, Weston Paulson is the running back. We have a penalty on the play, flag on the play. Let's get that sorted out.
I see the flag on the scoreboard. Who is running that thing tonight?
We got
incredible work on the scoreboard.
Kimba Sue, your JV cameraman, now also your varsity. She's been promoted.
Uh-oh.
I lost the camera. It's not going to be good.
We'll walk you through it while we get this camera set back up.
It's a radio show, folks.
It's all right. So we'll go into deep color commentary mode here. It is 3rd and 9. 8:04 to go in the first half. Belmond-Klemme with the ball. We'll get our camera issue sorted out. We know what happened. We are on it. We are just about back to go live. You may only miss one play here, and you're not going to miss it because we have a timeout on the field. Belmond-Klemme does Saints TV a favor, takes the timeout to give us time to get this camera back up and going so you will not miss a single play.
All right. We'll take a quick commercial break because I feel like it was a good time for it. Yeah, we're back.
All right, and we're back to play. We're back,
there.
Saints fans, and the camera has been rescued. Good job by technical assistant extraordinaire, Candle Genius.
He's his own.
I can't remember his name. I was trying to think of his real name. It was popping in my head. We can't use real names here.
No.
Hefner's pass off the intended receiver's hands. That was going to be a positive gain, but probably not enough for a first down. Instead, it falls incomplete, and it's 4th and a long 9. Saints bring on the punt return team, and it appears as though the Broncos will punt it away. So the Saints hold again, 3 and out for Belmond-Klemme. After that touchdown drive, the Saints defense changed
motion
things
up front.
Yep, another penalty on the play here. Michaels has it at the 40, finds the seam, midfield, into Broncos territory. Corbin Michaels is going to the house. Wow. Touchdown, Saints. Pending penalty flag on the play. Let's see what the laundry is about.
I think this one's going to stand.
Duke says it's going to stand. That's going to stand. Touchdown, Saints.
Great job by Michaels on that one. The ball slips out of his hands as he's making the catch. It looks like a play that goes nowhere. And in high school football, his knee hits the ground with that ball in his hands right there. That's it's down right there. But instead, look at the grit of this kid.
He just breaks tackle there.
Didn't lose handle on it.
Corbin Michaels with his second touchdown or kickoff return for a touchdown on the season makes it 34-7 Saints.
No, first punt.
That was a punt. You're right. The first one was a kickoff. That one was a punt. He's got one of each. Good hold. Kick is up.
And short.
No good. Just short. Looked like Schwiesau got under that one, and it was almost blocked. They had a edge rusher coming in, so it remains 34-7 Saints. Boy, tell you what, after that touchdown drive by the Broncos, the Saints defense has come to play. They said enough of that. Saints offense scores a quick touchdown, they get a 3-and-out. Saints offense scores a quick touchdown, we get a 3-and-out. Punt return touchdown, and what was a hairy 14-7 4 minutes of clock ago. 4 minutes ago on game clock-wise is now 34-7. I don't know if I'm right on that 4 minutes, but if you don't know, say it confidently and exaggerate.
That's what we do.
And we'll confirm that later. But either way, the Saints come storming back, and obviously they had the lead that whole time, but just take that momentum back and say, we aren't going to give you an opening here to think you're in this game. We're going to make sure that we put up 3 quick touchdowns here and give ourselves a 4-touchdown lead. And with still 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, and after that opening, Broncos, well, not the opening, I guess their secondary, the one that they scored a touchdown, you had to wonder if it was starting to feel a little bit like last week. For a very, very short time, Saints didn't let us doubt for long, and here we are, 34-7 with 7:43 remaining
in the first half. Yeah, so we've got a ton of football here to play. Saints are up big early here. If I'm on the field. I'm telling the defense, keep your foot on the gas. Let's go prove it here, right? This is a great opportunity to get better against a pretty good offense. Procedure penalty on the Saints as they kick it out of bounds. So the Broncos will have it at the 35-yard line to start this drive.
Was that intentional?
It sure looked like it. We were either trying to kick it out of bounds or trying to kick it to like a dead area where we could go jump on it.
I've seen that work before.
We have seen it work before. So it was one of those two.
There goes those jumping jacks.
There
These girls
they
get tired
are.
tonight.
So a procedure penalty there from where it goes out of bounds. Then they add some yardage. So they're going to start all the way across the 40. The 40, because of where it went out of bounds, going to start at the 42-yard line. So short field for Belmond-Klemme. Can they take advantage here? Hefner designed run, going to pitch it back. That ball's on the ground, live and loose. Good job by Guido just to get on it, but it's a 19-yard loss on first down. Or excuse me, a 9-yard loss on first down to make it 2nd and 19 or so. Let's see where they're still going. Might be 2nd and 21. It sure is. 2nd and 21, ball all the way back to the 31-yard line after that play goes awry for the Broncos. Just too many mistakes for this Broncos offense. Flashes of brilliance, but just too many penalties and too many plays like that. But you can see what they can do. This is a beautiful pass there from Hefner to Doherty. He gets 6 or 7 yards out of that. If that's 2nd and 8, right now it's 3rd and very, very manageable.
Yeah. Right.
Instead, because of that kind of busted play, it's 3rd and 14 still.
Saw Andy Dalton do something like that on Sunday.
We did.
He turned around. He was getting sacked, and he threw it at the running back over his head.
Boy, what a thing for Carolina to give up on Bryce Young 17 games into his career. Just absolutely crazy to me. Especially when they've put nobody around him.
Yeah.
Put the red rifle in and say, all right, Andy Dalton, this team's yours. I guess I'll trade Bryce Young away. They probably will. Nice play there. Hefner gets the first down with a completed pass there to Lamb. Lamb has 3 catches for 300 yards tonight. Maybe less than 300, but it feels like it. He has been the guy tonight. He has all the receptions, I think, except for those little quick hitters and the touchdown pass. Other than that, he has been the favorite target of Brody Hefner. Again, Hefner, just a sophomore, really nice athlete, good arm. And Belmond-Klemme gets out of a 2nd and 21. They convert a 2nd and 21. You don't see that very often. A little quick hitter, slant pass out here to the left side. That's Paulson with the reception. Short gain. Makes it 2nd and 7. Just 3 yards on that play. The Saints will take that one. Like Duke, you point out, that's almost a run play for them, right?
Right,
And it does set up that middle run now. QB draw here. If I'm the Belmond-Klemme coaching staff, that's what I'm calling here, is do that same thing, drop back, and then just let Hefner go run up the middle. Everybody's expecting the pass here. First-year coach here. Belmond-Klemme does have a new coach this year.
A lot of kids on the roster.
Hey,
though.
QB run.
Michaels can't bring him down.
No. Haugen does, though. That is number 44. Chase Haugen. Nice pursuit there.
You were right. It was a design QB run, it looked like.
Sure was, and that's why I'm not a football coach, because it didn't work.
But you predicted it pretty well, Joe.
Maybe I should be a defensive coach, because I can see it coming.
There you go.
That's just a lucky guess. 3rd and 10. Saints defense here. Probably 4-down territory, right? If you're down 35-7 or 34-7 at this point.
Yeah, you're on your own side.
You're on your own side.
Your
You're the other guy's side.
Snaps have been going.
Why not just go for it? Yet another motion penalty on the Belmond-Klemme Broncos. Number 7?
23.
No, I'm saying 7th of those. 6th or 7th of those penalties
23
tonight.
of those penalties.
Yes, just exaggerate. So that, again, the mistakes have just been an absolute killer. This is a good football team that can't get out of their own way the way it looks. Makes it 3rd and 15. And I don't say that to be critical. That's a compliment. I'm saying if they cleaned up those mistakes,
Right, yeah.
and they will, like you said, they're just young. When they clean up those mistakes, they're going to be a dangerous football team.
Yeah, they have the right ingredients, it appears.
For sure. Hefner's pass. Look at that. And again, just a really pretty play. Nice job by Lamb to break the first tackle. He gets the penalty yardage back, plus a couple. Makes it 4th and 8.
And great job, Mullenbeck, keeping a hold of that jersey, slowing him down enough, taking just a little bit off of him, and down he goes.
Michaels comes in and cleans up the mess.
4th and 8. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the first half. Can the Saints defense get a stop here on 4th and 8? Looking for Lamb. Watch number 2, the receiver on the bottom side here.
He's been the favorite target tonight. 4 seconds on the game clock. They're going to take a timeout.
Sure are.
Yeah.
Timeout, Belmond-Klemme. That's their second timeout. But you knew that because it's on the scoreboard, accurately kept.
Yes, it is.
Well, hey, let's take a little recap on how we got to this point so far. Here's the first touchdown the Saints scored tonight. Little keeper or a handoff up the middle by Clevenger. Punches it in.
His first of 2 touchdowns on the night. This play is fun to watch. Tyson Klein, untouched for 15 yards, then breaks a tackle and scoots his way into the end zone. Hefner, really nice pass. Again, these are replays. This is how we got here. That's how they got their 7. Nice pass play there to Paulson. Corbin Michaels, the big touchdown run on the ensuing drive. Very short drive. 3-play, 4-play drive, something like that. For the Saints' 3rd touchdown.
Yeah, there's a big pass play on that drive, right?
On this
drive.
On this drive.
I'm losing track already, boys. We're not even at halftime.
Connor Mullenbeck with a great catch. Sets up the Saints' 1st and 10, and Clevenger punches it in for his 2nd touchdown of the night. Just hard, tough running there for Clevenger.
Oh, there's a salad.
And the salad.
So we showed that one instead of the punt return touchdown because that one will take 20 seconds to show. So
4th and 8.
Ready to go again.
Nice job by Chase Haugen. He's getting held and overcomes the hold and gets the sack anyway.
Wow.
Again, your quarterback doesn't have time to make that pass completion, right? Because look at that. I mean, literally 52 is doing everything he can, holds him right into the quarterback, and Haugen does a nice job getting the sack.
Great focus by Haugen on that one.
Nice job by Haugen right there to realize. I mean, he's stumbling to the ground, but he's like, "Oh, I can see the quarterback." So he just lunges at him and hits him in the legs.
His legs. And the Saints start this drive in Belmond-Klemme territory at the 48-yard line. Another new formation for the Saints.
Kind of a pistol look.
Nice pass there to Mullenbeck. Mullenbeck gets near the first down marker. You're going to be just short, but a nice gain on first down out of bounds. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Running the pistol here. We heard that we might see a little pistol tonight, and we have.
Look at that. I mean, I guess number 11 is not really there yet, but that was a good little hitch route. Nice, accurate pass, gets it right to him.
Makes it 2nd and 2. Let's give Mullenbeck 8 on the reception. Another good night. We said we needed to see him follow up on what he did last week. He has done exactly that. Corbin Michaels. No,
was fake too.
We're all a little fooled on that.
Oh, we got a flag in an area that looks a lot like a holding. That one's coming back. Nice game by Schwieshaus. He keeps and fools everybody, including the announcer guy. But the man in the white hat sees a hold, and that'll back the Saints up.
See if we can see where that hold was.
It's way down the field and behind the runner.
70, no?
It's
super
right
late. Is it Michaels there? Kind of tackles the guy a little bit. Number 12 takes him down.
Oh, maybe hits him from behind.
Well, no, he's not from behind.
I don't think so. I don't know. It's back here where, I think it's off camera, perhaps even. It's way behind the play. Right there.
Oh,
right
I
there,
see it.
Right
I see
there.
it.
Yep.
Number 51.
Yep. It's right there. There it is. You got it.
Yep.
We found it. The good news is it was so far downfield that it's not that big a penalty other than it wipes out the nice run.
It does, yeah.
But Schwiesau.
Oops, somebody jumped.
Yep, we had some early motion there. That was going to be a fun play, too. It put Brum in motion, but instead it's an offside penalty and going to give the Saints a first down. So penalties. They have really hurt Belmond-Klemme tonight.
Do you see that much motion on the defense? We sure where there wasn't an offensive twitch to draw all that?
It does make you wonder when
does.
the entire defensive line fires. Like,
Unless
what
that was a
did
good
they
hard
see?
count by
Yeah.
Jace.
Yeah.
They got us with one, so maybe we're trying to repay the favor. Empty set for Schwiesau. Back to pass. First
Four
down.
wide receivers. Trips right. Don't get to say that very often. Puts Corbin Michaels in motion. Maybe
Schwiesau.
puts him in motion a couple of times and going to get bit for the motion penalty. That'll
No. I think Schwiesau, he steps forward, I think.
Yeah. So that'll back the Saints up 5 yards. Their turn for a penalty makes it 1st and 15.
And for the folks at home, let's talk about that. So you got a man in motion already, and you're allowed one guy in motion at a time. Is that correct, guys?
Yeah, and you can't move towards the line of scrimmage at any time in this brand of football anyway.
Right. Jace took a couple steps towards the center there as it was getting snapped. And
pass. Mullenbeck dropped.
Oh.
Connor's going to want that one back. He's not going to enjoy watching that one on film tomorrow.
No, he will not.
He had
Well,
it.
just to
Did the
torture him, we're
defender get his finger on it? Did the defender knock it away, or is it just a clean dropsy?
He's had more difficult catches than that tonight, and that
Gosh,
was
that would
be
have been
bandy.
the easiest one for him to catch.
I think it was too easy. You got to make it harder for him.
Exactly.
You got to
likes
throw
a
it 10
challenge.
feet above his head so he can do a backflip when he comes in on it.
That's right. He'll get another opportunity. Nice play. Really, really pretty play.
Yeah.
Connor Mullenbeck has got himself open a bunch on that little crossing pattern.
This is where Madden, I'd just run that same play again.
So the Saints behind the sticks, hand it to Joe Clevenger, and Joe Clevenger rumbles ahead for 15, very near a first down. The man in the white hat's going to take a look and decide that it's very, very close, and he is not ready to make a final decision yet. Have we seen a measurement all year? We're going to see one right now if we haven't, because
first one.
They're going to bring this. I think this might be the first measurement of the year. It seems like maybe it's been an emphasis for the Crews of, nope, we're either calling it a first down or we're keeping it moving. Yep, one of the two. We had one of those last week hurt the Saints, I thought. It was close enough that we could have taken a measurement. Instead, kind of indecisiveness out of the referee crew leads to
lost a couple seconds,
us losing 15 seconds and calling a timeout. Both had to happen. I thought something needed to happen there. First down Saints is the ruling here. So anyway, I think this week we see the quick, all right, we're going to stop the clock. We're going to look. We're going to kind of make that decision. Yeah, it's too close to call. Let's go measure this thing. And they do just that.
I think coaches agree with you last week that something needed to happen. And when it did, like you said, tick, tick, tick goes the clock. And the every second mattered at the very, very end of that one. And then you had to take the timeout to boot.
So 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. A first half that's outside of one drive has been all Saints. Schwiesau in shotgun. Hands it to Michaels. Michaels finds a seam. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Nice gain for another first down inside the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 Saints at the 13. That stops the clock. The Saints do have all 3 timeouts to go. With the ball at the 13 or 14-yard line here, they'll let a little clock run off, I have a feeling. They do just that. So we'll go drop under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Love it. The Saints offenses, we're trying new things. We're giving different looks. They're definitely experimenting here. Pass over the middle, caught into the end zone. Joe Clevenger for his 3rd touchdown of the night. 2 rushing, 1 receiving, and the Saints lead it 40-7. with 1:46 to go in the first half.
What a night for Joe Clevenger. I have to believe the Saints go for 2 on this one. Give them a 35-point advantage.
Let's see what happens here.
Is a continuous clock happen in the first half?
It sure can. At any point, I believe, they can have the continuous clock. The Saints want to play some football tonight, so I don't think they're in any hurry to get at 35. Right. They're going to go ahead and kick. Kicks up and right through. 41-7, the Saints lead it after a Joe Clevenger 13-yard touchdown reception from Jay Suisau. Nice play. Do we have the replay on that? Maybe you already showed it.
Oh, yeah, we did. But I can show it again.
I want to see this play. Where does Joe come from?
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Is he lined up as a tight end? Is he just... Yeah, so he's lined up there on the left side. Yep. Kind of fakes that down block and then just boom, right in to the end zone. Nobody touches him until he's in.
2 slant routes on the left side of the line.
Pretty. Nice play design.
He does make that look easy.
The Saints lead at 41-7. While we have a minute, did you guys see, speaking of referees...
I forgot to do my touchdown graphic. There we go.
There it is.
Touchdown.
The sort of at least Iowa viral Facebook post about the St. Ansgar West Hancock game.
No. Nope.
Dave Roberts was the man in the white hat last week, as I've come to learn is his name.
I did see this.
And he made a very lengthy post about the class and the quality of both sides of that game. Coaches, fans, players, everybody. He went on and on. Really nice. If you haven't seen it, just go search any Saint parent. They probably shared it on Facebook. Dave Roberts was his name. He was the referee last week. And just very complimentary. Basically said, this is why I love my job, was, places like this, big game, but everybody played hard. Everybody was intense, but everybody was, positive, was a good sport. And he complimented the crowds. He complimented us. He complimented West Hancock, coaching staffs, the players. Just was really, really impressed with what he saw out of both those teams. So go check that out if you haven't seen it. Very cool for both sides last week to kind of get that compliment.
Well, I love hearing that.
Yeah. Yep. Nice tackle there on the return. So the Broncos have it 1st and 10 here. 1:42 to go in the first half. What? I tell you what, it was 14-7 like
Not
10 minutes ago,
game
minutes ago. And this thing has been all Saints since Belmond-Klemme went the length of the field there and punched that in for a touchdown. The Saints woke up, I guess, at that point defensively and have played really well since. The Broncos offense goes back to work. They got to be clean here. They just can't afford those penalties. That's what stopped so many of these drives. This is Guido. Finds a nice little opening. Good gain on 1st down. Gets 7. That's the best run of the night for the Broncos offense. Give him 6. Make it 2nd and 4. Clock runs. Belmond-Klemme has just 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, they got a lot of work to do. I expect to see some passing.
Nice job there. Tyson Klein gets Doherty by the shirt tails and hangs on for dear life. Brings him down right at the sticks. That is a 1st down. First down, Belmond-Klemme. The clock stops in high school football as they reset the chains. And once everything's set, the official will start the clock again. Winds it there. You see his motion. Hefner looking to pass. Nowhere to go, and he's brought down in the backfield by Klein and Heeman.
You say brought down, but he's still not down.
Yeah,
but they do whistle it dead. He's not making any more forward progress.
And really smart by Klein and Heeman both. When they hear the whistle to let him go, and Hefner takes off running, which is smart out of his, for him. But good job, because if you slam him to the ground at that point, they're going to give him 15 and a 1st down.
Don't need to give him 15 free yards here, especially as the clock is ticking. You don't need to stop it either.
2nd and 17, 30 seconds to go in the first half. Hefner looking to pass again. Haugen right in his face, and it's picked off. Dylan Brum with his 3rd interception of the season. Return. Dylan Brum takes it into the end zone. Defensive touchdown for the Saints. And we have a flag on the play.
Oh, boy.
Flag on the play, and I don't like where that one is. Is this one coming back? It sure is. So, but the Saints will have it with 17 seconds to go here in the first half. But we do have an illegal block or a hold there on the return. So the interception counts. And it'll be Saints football at the 34-yard line of the Broncos. Let's see what they do here. 17 seconds to go. See if the Saints just kneel this thing out or if they take a shot here, work on that. Hey, we need a touchdown. We have the ball right at the end of a half or the end of a game.
Yeah, right there is the penalty. That looks like 51.
Blocking the back by Derry.
Yep, right there on 54.
You just got a little too much of the number.
Look too excited.
Too excited.
Kind of, and that did affect the play because he would have been in position
for sure.
Good
call.
So.
Schwiesau gonna air it out. Finds Mullenbeck. Mullenbeck with a knee down again. Don't even need to be touched, right? In high school football, as Candle Genius explained, and that will do it. The Saints are gonna let the clock expire. They don't call that timeout. Let's see here. Maybe they do call a timeout. They do. The Saints call a timeout with 1.6 seconds left on the clock. So Coach Clevenger wants to work on something here, right? And that's, you got to play these games to be the best version of ourselves as a team come playoffs, right? That's what he's preached that to us in the interview we did with him on a Behind the Saints episode of these. A big part of this is about being in position to be who we want to be come playoff time. So this is an example of that we understand what the score is, but we need to work on something here, and the Saints are going to do just that. So let's see what the Saints have drawn up here with 1.6 seconds to go, leading 41-7. 1.6 seconds to go in the first half.
Just a quick score update for you. About a minute left in the Osage game. They're playing, or minute left in the first half of the Osage game. They're playing New Hampton. Tie game, 6-6. I saw West Hancock is beating North Union 40-0 at halftime.
So they're taking care of business there.
Taking care of business there. Lake Mills is up 15-9 over, who were they playing? West Fork.
West Fork, yep. Say it has to be a district game. So Schwiesau back to pass, looking for Brum. Now looks over for Michaels. Both are covered, and he'll get sacked.
A little too much time hanging on the football.
Yep. Yeah, we're just going to take a look at that. And the Saints will go to half after the sack by Hobscheit. Saints lead at 41-7 over Belmond-Klemme. This game was 14-7 early in the second quarter, and it has been all Saints since 41-7 here as we go to half.
As the Saints find their way to the locker room or wherever it is they disappear for these 15 minutes, I want to remind you that third quarter is slamming Sammy P time, so you don't want to miss that. We'll be back with some first half stats after a little bit, and after that, third quarter featuring Slammin' Sammy P. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here, as well as the Foundation for the Enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Howdy, folks. Candle Genius here, hoping that you're enjoying this free stream just as much as we enjoy creating it for you. Everyone on the Saints CV team is working voluntarily without pay to make this production possible. This involves the infamous STA Stream Team, a group of students who help bring it all together. With equipment, software, and classroom needs, there are many expenses required to make this possible. Saints CV has partnered with Give Butter as a platform of choice for safely handling online donations to this project. 100% of your donation goes right back to the St. Ansgar School, so please consider making a contribution today. Simply scan the QR code on your screen, or if you'd prefer, log on to www.givebutter.com/saintsfan. If neither of those are your jam and you'd rather just mail a check, well, you can mail it to Saints TV, P.O. Box 371, St. Ansgar, Iowa 50472. Thank you for watching, and thank you for giving butter.
Johnson Oil, we do a little bit of everything from home to tank. We can set your LP tanks, fill your refined fuel, monitor your tanks, fill your LP cylinders, and we can get whatever parts and service you need.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition of commitment of excellence.
Cut. Hey guys, what's all the big production about?
We have a couple job openings that we're looking to fill, so we're making a commercial.
Just tell them you're going to pay them well. We're really pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement or whatever.
At Farmers State Bank, we have a proud tradition.
Dick, call Joe.
I love it.
You could do a whole, Saturday Night Live program though.
Welcome back, everybody. Joe,
Everybody.
you got some stats for us over there, Joe?
I do. You're on the Saints side of the football. Let's start there. Jace Schwiesow, 4 of 6, 62 yards passing with 1 touchdown. On the receiving end of those, Connor Mullenbeck, 2 catches, 41 yards, has a 30-yarder in there. So Connor Mullenbeck with a great week last week has followed it up so far this week. Joe Clevenger, 1 catch, 13 yards. Of course, that's that touchdown pass. And then Corbin Michaels has 1 for 8. On the rushing side of the football, Corbin Michaels, 5 carries, 55 yards and a touchdown. Joe Clevenger, 4 carries, 32 yards and 2 touchdowns. Give him a total of 3 on the night. And Tyson Klein, your leading rusher for the Saints. We talked about it being just, leading rusher soup here. You pick your poison tonight. It is Tyson Klein, 5 carries, 109 yards, just under 22 yards a carry, and 1 touchdown.
22, is that it?
That's it. A 60-yard touchdown run in there helps that average a bit.
While we're talking about him, we should be watching him.
Let's do that. Let's take a look here as we look through one more time. Schwiesow with 62 yards of passing and a touchdown. This is the first Clevenger touchdown, I believe, that we see right there. That's the first rushing Clevenger touchdown. Again, he has 3 touchdowns tonight. The Saints lead at 41-7 here at the half. This is the big Tyson Klein 60-yard touchdown run.
That's a beauty.
Isn't touched for the first 15, then does a great job breaking tackles, changes direction, into the zone he goes. This is the Broncos get on the board with this nice touchdown pass. Beautiful pass there from Hefner to Paulson. Corbin Michaels with a touchdown scamper. This is the pass to Mullenbeck. This is a 30-yard not a touchdown, but a reception for Mullenbeck to make it 1st and goal. And then Clevenger punches it into the end zone with a tough run there for his 2nd rushing touchdown. The best hair of the night belongs to this young man. Happens to be the back judge as well. And then this little punt return, you can drop that punt as long as you do this afterwards. So Corbin Michaels has a kickoff return for a touchdown. Tonight he adds a punt return for a touchdown. And finally, to cap the scoring, Schwiesow to Clevenger for that nice little 13-yard touchdown pass there. And the Saints lead at 41-7 at half. We talked about the passing game for the Belmond-Klemme Broncos. Hefner is 10 for 17 with right at 100 yards of passing and a touchdown with that 26-yard touchdown pass there at the end of the first quarter, start of the second quarter. Rushing-wise, been the story of the year for the Broncos. They just can't get the running game going. They have a couple of short gains on the ground, but nothing doing. Of course, Hefner had that nice run, but it doesn't show up in the book because he's been sat. He turned a couple of those runs into negative 10-yard plays a couple of times as well. Receiving-wise, Kyson Lamb has 3 catches for 34 yards. Griffin Paulson, who has the touchdown catch, has 4 catches for 45 yards. So a nice job receiving. That's where they can hurt you. These Broncos is in that passing game. That was the key to the game for the Saints, is limit that pass game. After that touchdown drive, the Saints have done just that. They've limited that passing game, make them beat you on the ground, and it's been all Saints since. So we get ready for the second half here. 3 minutes to kick off in this halftime. Go back to work here in the second half. There is a couple of men with gray hair showing cannons, just absolutely chucking that pigskin here on the sideline. Can we get a shot of this?
We've been watching them. The chain gang. Yeah, we've been watching them a little bit.
Have you been watching
We
him?
haven't, yeah.
Talk about chuck that pigskin. Watch this guy.
Yeah.
Watch him. Oh, there. His receiver's coming way short. Oh, he must have heard us talking about his ears burn. Watch, here you go. Good form, just an absolute bullet. The receiver lazily tries a one-hand reception there.
You can't catch a bullet with one hand.
Come on.
I think
A little effort, man. I don't know who this fella is with the gray beard and the is that a Cubs hat or a Cleveland Guardians hat? I can't tell from
Cubs,
this angle.
I think. Yeah.
But he is
we'll get in there.
he is absolutely chucking that pigskin. Tip of the cap to the man in the blue shirt and the chain gang. Nice beard, too.
Well, he walks over and that's one of our footballs. They went over and grabbed one out of the football bag and would toss it around.
I love it. You know what? What do you want to bet? That's Brody Hefner's dad, right?
Well,
you know what? We just guess when we don't know here on Saints TV, so we're going to go with it.
Be confident.
Because they have similar arm strength anyway. So it's 41-7 here at half. The quick score update for you. Next week's opponent, Nashua Plainfield, led at the end of the first quarter. I don't have an update since then, but in the first quarter, they were up 21-0 on AGWSR. So it appears as though Nashua Plainfield is en route to come in undefeated.
That should be a good game. Hey, we have got somebody in the booth.
Who's
with
that?
us. Slam and Sammy P. How's it going?
Good, you?
I've been doing great.
How have you been keeping?
Slam and Sammy.
He turned the
You got me.
tables on Duke's scoop.
You got me.
He beat you to the how have you been keeping question.
The old most uncomfortable question of the week. How have you been keeping? And now Sammy ditches it to the Duke. Attaboy, Sammy. Nice job.
Boy, it went from shorts and T-shirt weather to sweatshirt weather
Where
in
is
a
your
hurry.
sweatshirt?
It's
Yeah,
right here
know.
in my handy-dandy business backpack.
Sandy over here is in basketball shorts and a T-shirt. Got Crocs on.
He's younger and tougher than me.
Size 17 Crocs. Triple XL shirt. Tall.
What'd you think of the first half there, Sam?
Domination.
Domination.
There's one word that would be what it would be.
Well, there was a
Especially in the
moment
run
there
game.
where it didn't feel like domination. Kind of 14-7. Nice little drive they put together. And there was another drive, a second drive that looked like the Broncos were going to kind of moving down the field, got into Saints territory there. But penalties has been the real Achilles heel for the Broncos. And, yeah, the Saints have been dominated up 41-7.
Cameraman, do me a favor. Zoom way in over there on the press box and see if we can get Brian Meyer in the screen. I think he's up there, probably in that.
No. He's to the right.
Oh, yeah, he's to our right. He's over here. I'll get him.
Where's
I'll get
he?
him for you.
You get
He's
him
over
for me.
here.
Oh, we have our own little perch up here.
Yeah.
Brian Meyer,
Makeshift.
drinking caffeine at this time of night at your age is not smart. But let me say this. Congratulations, 21 years of wedded bliss.
Oh, Brian Meyer.
For
And he's celebrating
Brian
with a
and
Coca-Cola.
Jody Meyer, they are celebrating in separate places tonight. I have a feeling. I haven't seen Jody yet tonight.
Wait, hold on. Nope.
Could
I'm
it
sorry.
be? No.
That's
That
Al.
is his assistant.
That's Alexis.
But congratulations, Brian and Jody Meyer. 21 years of marriage today.
I
Happy
think
anniversary.
I think he might have heard us. Look at this.
Slow-mo's better. Slow-mo's better on your anniversary, let me tell you.
He's going to be up all night. Doesn't he know at his age you can't have caffeine? This time
Wonky
of night?
kick.
Kick goes to Brum.
Brum. Runs over a guy. Not as exhilarating as Corbin's punt return, but
Just shy of the 40. The Saints still have it. 1st and 10. Their first drive here of the second half. Sammy, you call it. I'm going to look for new bodies, new Saints taking the field here as this lead gets stretched out. I have a feeling we will start to see a few substitutions.
I saw Zach of all trades kind of getting his leg warmed up.
I like that.
I like that, too. I'd like to see him out there.
nobody else so far. Shwesaw under center. Takes a snap. He hands that one. He throws it. Tricked me. Throws it to Klein, and he gets over 15-yard gain for the Saints.
Good job there. Nice little play design. We've seen that one a couple times. It works so well. They just slip Klein out of the backfield, and Shwesaw hits him in stride. 15 yards later, and across midfield we go. It's first down, Saints.
Michaels does such a good job of just faking that he has the ball. Because
He fools everybody.
Yeah.
He gets me a bunch. And we watch this. We see every play of every season. It still gets me.
Yep. He's the most recent in line of a long list of Saints running backs and quarterback combos that have been able to be shifty like that.
This one is a handoff to Michaels.
Ooh, squirts free.
Slips a tackle, does
A couple
Corbin
extra
Michaels.
yards out of that. Looked like he was going to go down.
Yeah, turns a gain of 5 into a gain of 10 and a not quite 10. Looks like we're going to call it second down and inches. Second and inches. It's as close as you can get to a first down. The nose of that football must be just shy of that white line. They need the white line to get a first down. Look at our second and inches on the scoreboard. I mean, we are precise here at Saints TV. New scoreboard operator this week. She is putting the old scoreboard operator to shame. No doubt about it.
Is that not your average wife?
That is correct.
Oh, throwing. Treeson deep. Brum. Almost intercepted. Good defense from Dylan Brown.
Yeah, he turns into the defender there, knocks it away from Pletch, and a harmless incompletion.
Oh, look at that block. Who's 51?
51's Derek Heeman.
Heeman just ran over a guy.
I love the play call on second and inches.
Oh,
right? Let's go for it because we'll know we'll get it on third down.
Good job by Brum there to turn into a defender and just tackle the guy after he gets a hand on it.
Are we throwing this again? Formation sure looks like it.
Oh, the pistol. Trying some new things here. Guessing they'll run out of here, yep.
Yeah, handoff to Clevenger. Drags a few guys. First down, I believe.
Love it. You know what? After what we saw last week out of the Saints offense, I love the variant. Let's just see what we got. Let's see what we can do here in some of these scenarios, and let's use this time to perfect our offensive craft in maybe different ways than we've done in the past, and we're certainly seeing it.
Live reps.
Yeah, no new names out on the field so far.
Saints starters remain on the field. But the formations, and that's why they're still out there, right? Is, hey, we want to run this pistol look, and let's go see what it looks like.
Yeah, throw.
Another read option.
Good catch from Mullenbeck. He has just been unstoppable with those catches where it's the defender's behind him, and then he just tries to punch the ball up over the top. But he just has such strong hands that it's inevitable.
We really saw him come alive last week, and again this week. He's made some nice plays in the passing game, and he's looked great the last 2 weeks.
You saw him drop one earlier. That was the easy pass tonight.
Right.
He's got to be contested.
He's got to have a guy hanging on his shoulders. He's got to.
He needs it, no doubt. Mullenbeck with his third catch of the night puts him over 50 yards receiving.
Holy cow. Back-to-back games?
Back-to-back games over 50 yards receiving.
Nice. That's a record.
Suisau's looking for him again. It's covered up, so Suisau looks to the sideline, finds Michaels.
Oh, with a move!
Makes the man miss.
Spin move, touchdown.
Corbin Michaels with a college football 25 or Madden 25 or whatever game you
have
like
a
move.
flag in the backfield, and this one's coming back.
No, I think it's a late hit on the quarterback.
Oh, late hit on the quarterback. He says. Joe Clevenger signals touchdown.
So see if we can watch the ball's gone and he gets smoked.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
Go back on that one, will you? Let me see that. He had the ball for a mighty long time.
Yeah,
that's just a cheap shot.
And then
frustration more than anything, more likely.
The end of this run by Michaels.
Look at that.
Look at this. Corbin
spin
Michaels.
cycle.
That one's going to be fun to put up as a short on old.
Yeah, sorry about that. Tough to put it as a short so far on the right-hand side of the screen, but
Can you only clip from the middle, or can you move it over?
You can move it over. You just
get the end only.
You only get the end of it.
Kick is up, and it is good. And the Saints take a 48-7 lead with 9:32 to go in the third quarter.
Do we go to running clock now?
It will be a running clock when we return. And the rest of this game will go very, very quickly. The clock will run. It will stop on penalties, scores, change of possession, and timeouts. Otherwise, it will run.
Billy Bob, do your job. Saints up 48-7. These Saints cheerleaders still doing jumping jacks. Sam, you got to remind us at the end of the third quarter. I don't know if they're doing T-shirt cannons tonight or not. Did they throw T-shirts earlier? They did once? All right, they like to do it after the first and after the third. The guys next to me, thanks for your contribution, fellas. Make sure you catch one next time.
Everybody to make this Saints TV thing
sure
work.
does. It sure does.
So the Saints will kick it off. That penalty, that 15-yard penalty, is going to be enforced here on the kickoff. So they're going to kick it from the Broncos 45.
This will be interesting.
Yeah.
Zach of all trades doing one of his many trades right here on the kickoff.
Zachary Equilon to kick it off.
You know, Zachary has done a fine job of kind of hitting those holes.
I think he's going to punch it through the uprights here and get himself 3 points.
Well, he might. Don't tempt him now.
I feel like that should be a rule. Like on a kickoff, if you kick it far enough and it goes through the uprights, it should be a
The way
field
these
goal.
NFL kickers can kick it now, there'd be a lot of points on those kickoffs. Man, those guys can beat it.
Perfect one right there.
Finds the aforementioned dead spot.
Oh!
The returner is absolutely
Balls in.
blown up by Weston Pulse.
Holy cow.
Wow, what a hit.
If that name sounds familiar, the Big Dub, he's part of the Double D and Big Dub basketball broadcast crew.
Holy
Might get to hear him this
cow.
year.
Textbook.
Bam.
Big hit, clean, legal hit, head to the side, just tackle through his hips.
Best hit I've seen all season, I believe.
Poor kid.
Oh,
Just hits a brick wall.
It was a collision sport, Coach Clevenger told us. He was right.
They go nowhere on that run.
Oops, I'm still
Was that Guido at the carry?
gawking over that big stuff.
This has been a physical game, and the Broncos are getting up slower and slower on every carry here.
I'd say that you'd see new offensive names next drive.
I think you're probably right. The Saints had a chance to run a couple new looks. We saw a bunch of pistol on that last drive for the Saints.
A lot of throwing in the late game, which is something you'd usually never see, but that's a good run.
Yeah, Guido gets the first down for the Broncos. I think caught the Saints expecting pass there. Instead, it's a gain of 10 and first down. So it is 1st and 10 Broncos. Ball at the... What do we got here, Slam and Sammy's at 31? Yeah, 31-yard line. There's no red lines here.
False start. No.
They did. I think he was clean. He was going sideways. Run from Hefner, short gain.
I just noticed that the scoreboard kind of looks like CBS. You know how they do, like, for college football? They
Yeah.
have it like the...
It does
like
kind of look like that.
Those Saints or whatever. That's, yeah.
Duke
That's kinda what it
Scoop
looks like.
and
It's a good
Candle
camera.
Genius back there doing a little technical advising on the camera. We got a little glitch here we're trying to get figured out, so we'll get that cleaned up for you. We haven't missed a play yet. We don't intend to. It says Duke.
Say what?
You fixed it. Hefner, pass. Quick hitter.
Oh, good tackle.
Great
Michaels, I
tackle.
believe.
Was that Corbin?
Yep.
I was actually the one breaking stuff.
You broke things? Okay. I'm sorry.
Well,
We knew it was temporary,
You
though.
talked about Clevenger and the coaches kind of trying some things in the playbook. We're trying some things here on Saints TV too with some
gotcha.
camera settings, and we only got one camera, so between the plays we were moving cables
Do we have a
around.
flag on that field behind the Saints huddle here that we can't see? I think
Yes,
we
it
do.
is.
Yeah.
Okay. A flag on the play here. Long discussion
Like
on the
dirty
Saints. That penalty
laundry.
is on the Saints. Illegal use of the hands is the penalty. So instead of 4th and 9,
I just thought of a
it
joke.
is 4th and 2.
Want to hear my joke?
Yes, please.
What do moms and coaches have in common?
You know what? I take it back. I don't want to hear mom jokes. I'll get in trouble.
I take it back. He says.
They both hate dirty laundry.
I
that's not so bad.
I like it. I like it.
No,
That wasn't the Yo Mama joke that,
Boo, that joke was
That might get
terrible.
us shut
Eric
down.
was fearing. The old Candle Genius flashback to middle school and thought, well,
Yeah. I spent a lot of recesses and tears over those.
so
your mama jokes.
it is not 4th down, ladies and gentlemen. It is 3rd down. 3rd and 2 after the penalty on the Saints.
Oh. Penalty the other way, I believe.
That one we call. We got a timeout before
Oh.
the laundry was going to hit the field. I think we were probably going to get some sort of motion penalty that looked all kinds of messed up. Instead, Belmond-Klemme calls the timeout. They used their first timeout of the second half here.
Yeah, their motion has not been very kind to them.
No, they
so
got to get that. They got to get that cleaned up. Just inexperience. We talked about that in the second quarter.
A lot of underclassmen on this team starting,
and they once they get those mistakes fixed, this team's going to be dangerous offensively. They're going to win some games in this district. I don't have.
What's going on here, Sammy? You see the screen? What's happening?
Who is that?
I don't know. I'm a little nervous.
That is Ethan Peterson, number 76, and 23, Dylan Nunez Rodriguez.
They're
just getting each other ready, I think, because they're probably going into the game.
Just making sure. Have to put these boys in timeout.
Yeah, that's what this is. This is the JV squad getting each other ready to go down here. I'm watching it. There's a whole bunch of them. They must have just got the word they're going in.
Forward progress.
On 3rd and 2, he is stopped short. This line judge has him marked short. He has him marked right at the 40, which would make it 4th and a yard.
Oh, darn. Guess they didn't get it.
Well, Sammy, what do you expect to see here? You've seen a lot of football. You're a smart guy. You analyze the game. What is the play call here?
Now, you wouldn't listen to me, but I'd say a fake fullback, play action, fake handoff to the fullback, throw it out to number 2 on a slant. So an RPO with a wide receiver on slant. But
motion penalty number 10.
What did happen there?
False start.
Yeah, the tight end on this side just kind of lost his balance and fell forward.
I looked down and saw him on his face, and did he just?
Here's what happened there, Eric. Nope,
sad.
this was a play ago.
It's so sad because after they do the penalty, they
false start on the replay machine.
False start.
Yeah, right.
So
here.
instead of 4th and 1, it's 4th and 6. That's a killer.
Oh.
Got it. I just happened to look up when he's got his head on the ground.
So definitely a pass here. Almost a false start again.
Trying to get the Saints to jump. He's going to punt it here. He's going to punt it. He has 4 or 5 punts on the year, so they do that quite often.
Oh, wow.
It's a huge Belmond-Klemme roll.
Oh, my goodness.
So the
Was there a flag
Saints offense with a few new players out there. We've got Hudson Ostrander, number 60, on for the Saints.
But you know what? Who isn't taking a break? That gorgeous flowing locks.
He sure isn't. He stays out there.
He's out there.
Porter Schwiesau in at quarterback. Chase Haugen out on the field.
You know, there is a way to find out who the referees are. And I tell you what, hats off to these guys.
Go
for the
introduce
work
yourself.
They put in. I feel like I should introduce myself.
That's one way to find out their name.
Oh, I thought you started that music.
Got some
Came through
music.
loud.
Andrew Hall in at fullback. Porter Schwiesau in at quarterback. Backfield, JT Red and Matt Clevenger. This is Matt Clevenger.
Doing what Joe's been doing all game.
Yeah.
Look at all these Clevenger yards.
Maddie says, I could do that.
You have to have a stat that's just like Clevenger yards, and regardless of which one it is.
Yep. So 3 is Matt Clevenger. 10 is Jager Trenton. 26 is Andrew Hall.
Oh, Squire running out on the field here.
Where's your Clevenger's graphic when we need it?
Oh, gosh.
Number 1
Cue it
is
up there, Sam.
Gavin
He's sitting in front of the
Squire.
computer right now.
I don't think it's on.
Yeah, you probably better not push anything.
Yeah, that'd probably break the
Well, the majority of the offensive line is still in.
Oh, this one's Trenton.
Nice
Shove
game.
forward for another first down. A lot of freshmen out on the field right
I tell you what, if you miss, was that what day was that, Joe? Where we saw
That was
Jagger
Monday.
Trenton absolutely tear it up.
Good run from Clevenger.
So here's the change we made when the cameras went black a little earlier. See when we go slow-mo, how much
we're crisper. Yeah. How'd you do that?
Oh, just a little frame rate trick on the old camera.
He's a magician.
Yeah.
Duke Scoop.
Because you go back and you watch some of these earlier plays, you know, a little more blurry.
Yeah.
See?
Porter Schwiesau under center.
Oh,
Hands
off.
up to Hall. Andrew Hall.
Stumbling and bumbling.
3 runs in a row with a gain of over 10 yards. Just
So
driving.
the JV style backs are getting theirs here late in the third quarter.
Who's 56?
56, Jevin Damon in for the Saints. 52, Luke Peterson out there as well.
And
22 is the aforementioned Nunez Rodriguez. Or 23, excuse me. He was getting himself going, told you.
Told you.
Talking about the defense. Is the defense also on their second-tier guys at this point?
No, sir. This is their varsity defense, it appears.
Oh, Trenton. Solid run right there. Not
Short
10
gain,
yards,
only
but
7 that time.
It is the varsity defense, but they have been out there and they've been taking a pounding so far this game. So I'm guessing they're a little bit tired at this
And
point.
they did look like they had 2 backup linemen in. They just put the 2 main varsity linemen back in.
Everybody wants to be on
52
Saints TV.
and 69. Yeah,
It's
even
not
the guy in the
trains, it's
car.
people driving by in cars.
The train guy, the engineer, I believe they're called. He definitely has Saints TV film schedule in his pocket. He comes by to toot his horn for Saints TV. We appreciate that.
Ekwall at wide receiver.
And if it's not the train, it's the timer in volleyball practice. We had some of that during our interview with Steph Beaver, head coach.
And I
Timeout.
suppose, I didn't think we'd even hear that, but the way you had the audio set up, I'm guessing you heard all of that, didn't you, Duke?
Well, let's not tell the people we had some technical difficulties with the audio.
they should know that the audio may sound a little different than the last one. It's just a special treat.
That wasn't my best work, but we got something out to the people. And
That's
shout
what
out to Coach Beaver for sitting down with us, taking the time. I thought that was a really good interview. The things she was saying.
Yeah, she's
first year coach, but she's been an assistant with the program for a long time. But it just sounded like she's been head coach for 10 years.
Yep. Third generation Saints coach, right? If you think about that, Normie was involved with the wrestling program for years and years and years, and her dad Barry, of course, is the head wrestling coach for years here in St. Ansgar, and now Steph Beaver is your volleyball coach. So yeah, all those years of paying attention there again, right? Certainly paid off. Has set this volleyball team up really well, having a great season. I see moved to number 2 in the rankings this week.
Wow, number 2.
Are you serious?
Number 2.
Oh, Hall runs over a guy. Andrew Hall.
Andrew Hall.
To the 1, I believe.
Yeah, inside the 5. Great run there by Andrew Hall.
Just runs over a guy. Oh.
Look at him
nasty.
go.
Alex Gonzalez, number 53, in there for the Saints. 56 is Jevin Damon. 52 is Luke Peterson. So your Saints' offensive line looks like that.
Shades of John Sievert on that run.
Mm-hmm. 33 is Jonathan Polito out there for the Saints. Zaid Shell is your center, 55.
And just hauled
up the middle.
And he gets in.
Touchdown, Saints.
Andrew Hall, first one of the season.
Nice job. JV offensive line creates a big hole, and Andrew Hall punches it in to make it 54-7 Saints.
They better be careful. They're going to put the starters out of a job.
Yeah.
Where they just march down the field.
This JV team got their first win of the season on Monday night in a thriller.
There's a thriller. Too.
You go watch that. We broadcast that thing. Candle Genius and I did. We had a lot of fun. That's out there if you want to go watch the JV team get an exciting win.
They're throwing it. Oh, low throw.
Schweiss out of Clevenger, incomplete. Different Schweiss out, a different Clevenger than we had earlier in the game.
That was an amazing game that it looked like it was going to go to overtime with an 8-8 score in the fourth quarter.
The double pass.
It was zeros for a long time in that game, wasn't it?
It was. Both teams could move the ball, but neither team could seem to finish a drive until the Saints did to go up 8-0, and then North Butler, JV, drives down the field, punches it in with just a minute and a half or so to go.
It wasn't much.
To tie the game, and the Saints run the double pass play to get down first and goal and punch it in a couple of plays later to win that one. Spoiler alert, Sorry. No, you should still go watch it because it's way more exciting than I just described.
I don't know. It was a gripping description.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Duke.
Just trying to help.
Your Saints managers, we couldn't do it without them either. They're at every one of these practices, keeping these boys hydrated. Heck, I don't know what else they do. I'm sure that they just do whatever's needed, and there's a lot needed when you got a team of 40-some guys. And how many coaches are on staff? A bunch.
7, I think it is, right? Didn't he tell us?
Your memory's better than mine. It's a bunch. It takes a bunch of them. These managers make it work. So these guys can be efficient during these practices, and this is the result.
7 sounds about right.
Lucky number 7.
Mitchell County math.
Zach of all trades with the boot.
Oh, wow.
We have an offsides on the kick. If it was a spear, it would have killed him. Hit him right in the chest. It was not a spear. It was a football, thank goodness.
That was quite a kick.
It was.
Yeah, nailed him.
Did it catch him by surprise, or what happened there?
That'll back the Saints up 5 yards, though, as they're offsides on the kick.
Do it again, except just land on the ball
Boom.
this time.
Ooh, say hello to my boomstick, says Zach of all trades.
Zachary Eckwall will try again, this time from the 35.
About knocked him out.
Yeah.
Wind out of him, I mean.
I'd be laying on the ground still if that was me.
Yeah. Broken rib cage, maybe. Or that's what you would have diagnosed yourself with. But
I've noticed Zach of all trades does a good job of kind of punching that ball in and making it all puffy before he kicks it. That's probably where the velocity comes from.
Yep.
Science.
It's science.
Mitchell County science. It's a new one.
That is
a new one.
We are all about the athlete. The student and student athlete. I said that backwards.
Another one, except it was a bit low.
Good return. Belmont's going to start near midfield here.
Which defense, Slim and Sammy, do you expect to see here?
Well, it appears like same with the starting offense is on there.
The starting defense remains on the field, I think is what Sammy's saying.
That makes sense.
They'll probably finish out the third quarter here, and then
starting offense is practically the starting defense, but I got my ways mixed up.
I hear you. I just wanted to clarify.
Brain is not doing so well today.
You're doing great.
insane
Sammy.
in the membrane.
Oh, my goodness.
Michaels plants the running back.
Bring the boom.
That was a
Holy
big
cow.
hit by Corbin Michaels, and their running back
Oh
is down.
my
Was that a wide
goodness.
receiver coming around the end? Was that 7?
Yeah,
He just got the
scared to
wind
look at the
knocked out of
replay.
him.
Doherty. Hopefully just the wind knocked out of him. Just
Holy cow.
just a hard hit by Corbin Michaels.
Jeez.
That was
Nobody got a piece of Corbin coming around the end there.
And he's quick, and he laid it on the line, all of it.
Probably time to put in the JV defense.
See some changes being
Where
made
we-
here.
Can we see where he put the helmet?
Joe Clevenger comes off the field. Jager Trenton's going to go in, number 10.
'Cause it
Porter Schwiesau going in for the Saints. So, yeah, we're going to make some changes after that. Looks like
Nobody.
was right at the elbow? What's he grabbing? His chest?
I think maybe the wind knocked out.
You
of
might be
him.
right about the wind knocked out. The way he's rolling around is like,
So that's a pitchback. Is
Yeah,
that number
yeah.
3? Okay,
Yeah.
number 3. This is Cale Pletch, who they're working on here on the field.
Breathing. That's a good sign.
He's squirming.
He's moving. Yep. And he's
yeah, you could tell he's in
in some
Pain
pain
right
there.
away,
Yep,
or-
you bet. So the training staff for Belmond-Klemme out to attend to Pletch here.
That was a big hit. And I mean, big hits are fun to watch, but they're not fun to get handed to.
Yeah, obviously we don't want to see anybody get hurt. We
Nope.
want to see
Nope,
good,
nope.
hard played game, and no injuries is ideal on either side. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it's just the wind knocked out of him, but he is still being tended to on the field.
I have a few stats here we can go through as we wait here. If you'd like the, oh no, I don't either. I'm waiting for the Saints stats to come in. I do not see them. I have Belmond-Klemme stats, so we can go through those for you. Negative rushing yards overall for the Broncos. They just can't get anything going on the ground. They do have 100 yards passing out of Hefner. Kyson Lamb, 3 catches, 34 yards. Paulson with 4 catches, 45 yards. He is up here.
They've got him
Pletch
sitting up.
is sitting up. This is Cale Pletch, number 3, the junior for the Belmond-Klemme Broncos. Good sign to see him sitting up.
Yeah.
So he appears to be moving all of his extremities and all those good things.
Right.
So.
And there wasn't a whole lot of urgency with the training staff in terms of. So that's what makes me think it was the wind knocked out of him, but he is up on his feet now, walking off under his own power.
Yep, that's good to see. Good and nice standing round of applause here from the Saints fans on this side as they get Pletch helped off to the side under his own power. Good to see.
Yep.
After a big hit from Corbin Michaels, drops him for a 10-yard loss, make it 2nd and 20. Some substitutions here during that timeout for the Saints. We see 55 is Zaid Shell, 6 is Porter Schwiesau, 10 is JT Red, as he'll forever be known as on Saints TV. That is Jair Trenton. That's the JT. The red is because he wore a shirt that said Red something Lodge to baseball practice one day, and for some reason, Jagger just wouldn't come to my mind, so I looked at his shirt, it said red, and he was red from that point forward. The kids call him JT, so I added the red. He is officially JT Red.
JT Red.
And Porter Schwiesau, that safety.
Who else out there? We got Chase Haugen, number 44. I see him.
Matthew Hall.
Matthew Hall's out there, 26. Pass play complete. Hefner finds number 7 there, who is Braden Doherty. Nice gain. They get the 10 that they lost, plus 3, plus 4. Makes it 3rd and 6. 54-7 Saints here. This will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. We have a running clock. Pass.
Out to Doherty again on the right side.
Uphanded at the
40-yard line, just shy of maybe. So when we start the 4th quarter, it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos at the Saints 40-yard line, but the Saints lead at 54-7 with 1 quarter to go here in Belmont.
Don't go anywhere. We got the Saints TV T-shirt cannons in the form of cheerleader arms kicking out. Oh, my goodness, they're throwing from multiple sides at one time. I couldn't even capture it all. Thank you to St. Answer State Bank for your sponsorship of the Saints TV T-shirt cannons. Thank you, Slam and Sammy. Are you you know what? It's just, these running clocks. Like, we should just have Sammy stay on when this clock. It's just too short. You want to stick around, Sammy? I mean, you're doing a great job.
Stats for you. Passing, we have Schwiesau with, I got to do some math because we've got it all. 116 yards by my quick math. 2 touchdowns for Schwiesau passing. We'll kind of call these the varsity final stats. Corbin Michaels, 6 carries, 64 yards. Tyson Klein, 5 carries, 109 yards. Joe Clevenger, 5 carries, 36 yards. Corbin Michaels, 2 catches, 32 yards. Connor Mullenbeck, 3 catches, 49 yards. I gave him 50. They shorted him 1. And Joe Clevenger, 1 catch, 13 yards.
Sammy, you're okay to stick around, right?
Yep. Always A-okay with you guys. Solid run.
Pitch out there to number 5. That is Habscheit on the carry. Gain of 5 on first down makes it 2nd and 5.
Same order there. Make sure there's no chats coming in that we don't address if they need to be addressed. It's a good spot to be where you're sitting.
Quiet chat tonight. This person asked if anyone knows Jared Kramer, and no one has answered the question.
We know Jared Kramer. Of course we do.
I meant no one in the chat has
I
answered.
see.
That's been probably sometime in the first half.
I
think
got you.
Popped up there.
Jamie Stephenson with the carry again. A freshman, number 4, Jamie Stephenson.
It wasn't Jared
Short
Kramer
gain.
asking, was it?
I don't
Maybe out
think
there
so.
know me? Get to know me.
Right. 3rd and 3.
I ask that every time I walk in a room.
It's in that book of how to win friends and influence people, isn't it? I think that's a
Mention Jared Kramer.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Get to know Jared.
Doherty with the catch.
First down.
5-yard gain.
Oh, new text from the Linnea family.
Hello. Hey, someone's awake out there. The Winya family. That's who.
Oh,
The Winnie family
Saints.
chiming in.
Showman 21. Nice little 5-yard gain. Gets a first down there for the Broncos.
Still 10 minutes to go in this one, even with the running clock. It's been a long one.
Saints contributor Mama Cass chimed in. She actually sent us a copy of that referee. Heck, I don't know where it came from.
Oh, Haugen.
Flag early in that
I forwarded it to you guys. Thanks, Mama Cass, for sending that our way.
Chase Haugen brings the running back down in the backfield. Let's check the flag.
Yeah, Carlson. Joel.
What is this penalty?
Let's find out. Logan Wagner, 62, checks in for the Saints.
Is that a message from T. Joe Carlson? Smartest guy I've
that.
ever met?
Joel
Carlson?
He won't be in the chat next Friday. Wonder why? He'll be in the stands.
Oh,
homecoming.
Joel can chat from the stands. Is this correct, Mr. Bill? Hold on. Do you mind if I put a camera on you?
Flag
No, wait, I'm
on
sorry.
the play.
We won't yet.
Stop me if you've heard this one.
Sorry.
Pass over the middle for a first down. We'll check the flag.
Hold on.
2nd and 12. Johans is the receiver.
Anything to say to Joel? I thought he was still in Canada.
No, he's not in Canada. He's in North Dakota.
Well, he must be on his way back.
Well, you said he was in North
there.
Dakota in the chat. Bill says he's in Canada. Oh.
That penalty is on the Broncos, so it'll back him up and make it 2nd down and 17. 53, Alex Gonzalez, and 54, Mason Beeland check in for the Saints on defense here. So your defensive line is Logan Wagner, Hudson Ostrander, Alex Gonzalez, Mason Beeland. Your linebackers are Zaid Shell, Andrew Hall, and I can't see the other side, but I'll get it to you.
Doherty fighting for extra yards. He's had a pretty good drive here, catching some passes, moving the ball downfield.
Brought down by Andrew Hall and Keegan Zacharias.
When he's not running for his life, trying to get a punt off.
Right.
Those have been some of the highlights of the game, I think, for the Broncos, is those punts.
Yep.
Sorry,
they made a couple nice plays. 3rd and 11 here for the Broncos. Mostly JV defense in here for the Saints.
Hey, there's somebody who knows Jared.
We found somebody. Pass.
Yes,
caught.
sir.
Oh, good
One
tackle.
is the loneliest number.
Nice tackle there. That's Dan Sutcliffe.
Joel's in Canada today. Must have stopped in North Dakota on the way home. I don't know what a geocache is. You're a young fellow there, Slammy. What's that? You know
I'm
what
pretty
it is?
sure I know what it is.
4th and
Something
7.
Earth-related. That's my guess.
It's a thing that you find.
Yeah,
You
it's
gotta have an
that
app on your
has
phone.
something in it.
There's like
right?
clues, and
Yeah.
people leave them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think you're
Joel loves geocaching, I'm told.
Hey, I guess I'm not the only one that's young.
Big run around the left end for
flag
on the
no.
play.
Flag on the play. That one's coming back.
You
So,
guys,
if you guys missed earlier broadcast, I don't remember which one it was. It was last Friday. I feel like it was earlier this week, where Joel is. He mentioned he's coming back for probably homecoming, right? But also he's going to help us broadcast in Manly for the cross country meet there this Thursday. 6
Looks
days
like
from now, Joel Carlson will be there.
the left edge of your screen there. I believe that is the penalty.
Number 20, Landon Yinger on the field for the
Have a-
Saints.
Shoved
Oh,
to
I
the
see
back
it. I see
behind
it.
the play.
So instead of a first down, makes it 4th and 8.
how good is your guys' geography?
Pretty excellent.
Hate to brag.
So can you tell me where Seoul is? Or how-
Seoul is in
Seoul.
South Korea.
South Korea. All right. So we have a viewer from Seoul, which is pretty.
We
pretty
can
cool.
actually verify that if that's true or not. with our YouTube analytics.
Going deep.
Wide open.
Man,
Got it.
Coverage there
And
leads
that
to the Broncos
is
touchdown.
a touchdown for the Broncos.
Didn't catch that the way I should have, Sammy. I apologize. I think we got the catch on the screen.
Griffin Paulson with the touchdown reception, the second touchdown reception for Mr. Paulson.
So what happened there?
Well, someone missed the coverage assignment, and the Broncos took advantage. That's my guess. Here's the replay for you. Pump fake.
Just
same thing.
That's a nice
similar
pass.
play as to how they scored their first touchdown.
I mean, Travis, I feel like we may have different opinions on this question.
Penalty flag on the play. There have been 39 penalties in this game, and 38 of them are on the Broncos. This one is no exception.
It's a way to keep that clock from moving.
It's true. That is true. So the Broncos will go back 5 and try again. The kick was good, so the Saints will accept the penalty.
Here's that replay. You see, what's his name, the quarterback?
Hefner.
Pump fakes there. So we got to go back to the live play.
I remember an ancient comment. This may have been last year, start of the football season. There was this one.
Big kick.
There was
Kick
one
was
fella.
good from 40. Yeah.
One fella that from Australia was trying to watch some rugby.
Well, that's
and then
right.
Stumbled upon Saints TV.
We had an accidental viewer because there's a Saints TV which follows rugby and Australian rugby. And he liked it, right? He was like, "Hey, this is awesome."
Subscribed.
Yeah, he's a number 1 subscriber.
Maybe he's watching tonight.
I bet he's given butter. Speaking of give butter,
it was his first high school football game he's ever watched.
Wow.
So
Belmond-Klemme strikes for their second touchdown. Here's what it looks like. You're seeing it on your screen now. It's 54-14.
We kind of talked all game, Joe. They're doing those little bubble screens to the side of the field right there. They pump fake to it, and then they got a guy streaking behind the play from where that pump fake was, and that's how they scored their first touchdown too. If we go back, let's see here.
Yeah, you're right. Same play, just
same play
left
to the other
side
side
versus
of the field.
right side.
Pump fake to that bubble screen. You see the corner there bites, and then it breaks. Same player breaks free into the secondary. Nice throw. Yeah, same play to the other side of the field, and it's worked twice for him.
It has.
But when you're throwing that bubble screen all night, you get used to biting on it, and then plays like that open up. So,
and we've talked about it. This offense looks really good when they don't make mistakes. When they play clean, they look like the real deal. So this Broncos team will get it figured out. Tons of freshmen and sophomores on this team that have got a lot of playing time. They will continue to get better. That's a live football.
Someone got to grab it.
And we do. That is Trey Johans who picks it up for the Saints. I believe he steps out of bounds, and the Saints will have it 1st and 10. JV squad looks like mostly JV guys here on the field for the Saints. We'll go through you so you've got them here. I see Zaid Shell will be the center, number 55. 56 is Jevin Damon. 10 is JT Red. 33 is Jonathan Polito. 23 is Dylan Nunez Rodriguez. Number 60 is Hudson Ostrander. Porter Schwiesau is number 6. 3 is Matt Clevenger.
this one's a handoff with the gut.
Who had that one there? Is that Maddie with it?
No. What? Do we have a number 20?
We have a number 20. That would be Landon Yinger.
Yinger got that.
There's two ways to find out, Joe. We can either remember it the first time, or we can go to the replay.
Okay, let's do it.
There we go.
That is the fullback. So who's the fullback? That would be Brody Dolph is who that is. That is the fullback, Brody Dolph. That's who we missed when we were calling out who was who to. I knew I missed a player, but I couldn't figure out who the heck I missed.
Fullback up the middle. I'm surprised we got that one in our playbook.
I didn't know we had that one either. Good to see it there.
Maybe the most called play of all time.
Matt Clevenger. First down, Saints. It appears as though we have wholesale substitutions defensively for the Broncos as well.
funny how if you ask, you shall receive. We were just talking about how the comment section was very dry.
Yeah.
And we just got a flood of comments.
We appreciate all the comments out there. Well, maybe not all of them. I haven't read them yet. Maybe there's some we don't appreciate. I don't know.
Hi, watching from Mason City. Go Saints.
Mason City, I've been there.
Still
Heard of it. Zachel is your center. Porter Schwiesau is your quarterback. He hands that one to Brody Dolph up the middle. Fullback, 5-yard gain on first down. Makes it 2nd and 5.
Only one turnover tonight, right, fellas? That was that interception that had a...
Correct, at the end of the first half, right? That would have been a pick 6 for Dill Brum, but the block in the back negates that.
Defensively, Brum's been all over the place, but offensively, he's had a quiet game tonight.
Yep. It looks like the other defenders have focused on, we're going to shut that down, right? And that's somebody else.
Just stepped into that.
Mullenbeck has been taking advantage of that, no doubt.
Look
That
at that.
little extra attention being played to Brum.
Logan Wagner, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Logan Wagner. Gets to play in a varsity game on his birthday. That's fantastic. I see his folks sitting right here in front of me. They came over to wish him a happy birthday and watch him play in this varsity game tonight. He played a little defense there earlier. Bunch of freshmen for the Saints and sophomores get into that one. Logan's a sophomore.
Do you have a song for a birthday?
3rd and 3. Handoff.
Flag down.
Red. We do have a flag on the play. So first down pending that flag. Again, this officiating crew's done a nice job tonight. They have a little radio communication system so they can get those penalties called quick. I believe that's a motion penalty on the Saints.
Looks like the far wide receiver. He looks like he's trying to get set.
Oh, he sure is. He was a little too far, and then he rocked back in his stance. That's enough.
Well, poor guy was trying to make sure he was on the line of scrimmage.
He's asking
looking
the
at
official,
the ref,
yeah, where am I supposed to be here?
The rest of his team wasn't waiting for him.
So that makes it 3rd and 7. Ball just shy of midfield at the 46. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in this one.
Oh,
we know he wasn't saying nice hair because he's the back judge.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We knew who that was. So it's the Saints' turn to get those pre-snap penalties.
I think they're going to throw the yellow off the flags tonight.
They have been busy. The officials have. The Saints have been the beneficiary of those flags the majority of the time tonight, at least on the varsity side. Now that we've got a little JV quarter going here, the Saints have been shooting themselves in the foot. Makes it 3rd and 12.
do you remember the score from last year?
I bet you someone will pop in the chat with that answer here pretty quick.
I believe it was even more lopsided than this one.
Schwiesau.
Yeah.
Oh,
just out of the reaching arms of Jager Trenton.
JT Red.
JT Red.
This is our 4th meeting since 2008. Is that right?
That's correct. Saints are 3-0 all time, moving to 4-0 after this one.
What was the stat you said on the way here, Eric?
Yeah, the collective scores were 98-6, I think, coming into today. So, I mean, they've scored more than double the points in the last.
I hear you. Yeah.
A little lopsided.
Their offense is definitely potent. They just have to get out of their own way in terms of mistakes. They'll get that figured out.
Hey, Joe, you don't want to jinx it. Anything
can happen. I feel pretty good with a 40-point lead and 3.5 minutes to go. The Saints let the play clock wind down and then take a timeout here. So timeout on the field. The Saints take their second timeout, have one remaining. 3:31 to go. Saints lead at 54-14 here in Belmont.
You're going back to that comment about even just the scores, the age of these players, the number of penalties. Yes, that's all you're gonna learn from that. Those penalties should reduce as these players get better and better. And Duke, you said it. These guys are gonna be really good in the next couple of years. So,
I think we're due for a redistricting after this season. Is that right?
That's correct. And Belmont's been in our district, obviously, 2 cycles here.
I wouldn't
So-
be sad to see them out of our district. With,
Right.
how young this team is and the ingredients they appear to have.
Yep.
If
They'd probably like a crack at this conference or at this district with their guys kind of,
right,
mature and ready to go
Exactly.
as
We have a
juniors and
guess?
seniors.
Here's last year's scores.
Supposedly, this is last year's score.
This is the only info we have, so it's true until proven otherwise, I suppose.
Fair enough.
Showman 21, thank you for your contribution.
But yeah, I mean this team, Broncos, they got a lot to look forward to. I feel.
Shout out Jay Schwiesau. He's
Is that Jace with the
that,
big wave?
That
there?
was Jace with the big wave. Just because I was raving. A raving mad idiot waving at him because I could see him looking up here. I'm sure he was probably looking for a girlfriend or probably his mom to say hello. Probably his mom. But I instead waved.
Sending hugs from the sideline.
Yep.
Jace we saw to his mom.
Yep, that's what that was. Little brother Porter Schwiesau gets an absolute bomb of a punt off. Porter Schwiesau just kicked the ball 93 yards.
93.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not good at math, but it was a long way.
I think it was. I think that's accurate.
Pins Belmond-Klemme deep back at the 26-yard line. Nice punt, Porter Schwiesau.
His throwing arm is good, but his legs might be even better.
His brother's got the socks. He's got the boot.
I don't like it.
That's quite the inside joke.
Schwiesocks. You haven't seen Schwiesocks yet. Wait till you see the youngest.
Oh, man.
You may see
Basketball
him this year.
season, we may see him, right?
Save the best for last.
He was here earlier. I don't know where he went.
We'll find him.
Sideline. Oh, going for something.
Is he out there?
He's out there.
We'll get old Sweet Socks on here.
We'll make him famous.
If he isn't already enough.
Handoff. Nice tackle there. That is, Johans comes out of the backfield or out of the deep defensive backfield, makes a nice tackle. Him and JT Red in on the tackle.
Look at that, Joe. The Charlesons are listening to you.
Oh, I so much appreciate that. Thank you, Charlesons.
Oh,
Appreciate you.
Great people.
I think they might be here for somebody else.
Slam and Sammy.
Slam and Sammy is who I was
That's
thinking.
What we're all here for at the end of the day.
Yep.
Number
Quarterback.
0.
Scramble. Ooh. Nice little tackle there by the Saints defense. That's Alfaro, the backup quarterback, in for Belmond-Klemme. He gains 9. Give him 10. First down, Belmond-Klemme. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go.
Saints superfan Brad Mulford chiming in. Thanks for watching as always, Brad.
I was told there's a chance that may not be Brad, that he's being impersonated.
He's been hacked.
And perhaps it is not Brad Mulford, but maybe another Mulford actually sending those messages. I was told that's at least possible.
Brad Mulford, identify the real you. Who are you?
Yes, who are you?
Blink twice.
Yes. If you need help, blink 3 times.
Hey, you want to hear a joke, Sammy?
Yeah.
Did you know that Schwiesau sells seesaws by the seashore?
Shwee socks?
Yeah.
I think that's what they're selling.
I can't do it.
Oh, we should come up with a Dr. Seuss Fox in socks for Schwiesocks.
Where'd that come from? That was a basketball thing, wasn't it? Squeeze socks.
Yeah,
Quarterback draw.
Basketball.
a teammate of Sammy, or a teammate of Sammy's during the halftime entertainment last basketball season.
Where I probably could have dunked in, but I didn't really want to.
He was wearing the Christmas socks or
Yeah,
something.
it was Christmas socks. Playing with, sorry, what grade were you in, Sammy? 5th grade?
5th grade.
5th grade. 5th grade team playing at halftime of the basketball games.
Yep.
He's out there in Christmas socks, pulled up to as high as they go.
Right.
And I ever feel like every picture I see of him, he's got goofy socks on.
So like all sweet socks.
Alfaro throws it out complete.
Oh, nice catch.
Come back for it, looking for room.
Don't want to go backwards. Gotta go forward.
Coe on the reception, but he's brought down short of the line to gain. 4th down.
Not much room to go there after having to come back for it. It's a good job, giving an effort. 4th and about 4.
It looks like that might do it. That'll be the last play here in Belmond. Your Saints win it 54-14. They're going to run one more. Going to get to the line. They got 6 seconds. Can they get this play off?
Gotta hurry. Gotta hurry.
2. They get it off.
It is
could
all
this
over
be?
the head.
They do not. Brought down there. Zach Jensen and crew finish this one off. Saints win at 54-14 and over Belmond-Klemme. Move to 3-1 on the season. Nice win for the Saints tonight.
I have a statistical fact. I checked the stats before the game. Have we had a sack before that?
Yes.
Okay.
I honestly don't know.
Because that may have been our first sack of the season.
We had one earlier tonight too, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. We may have had a
did.
couple earlier tonight because they got Hefner in the backfield a couple of times. So the Saints win it here big over Belmond-Klemme. Move to 3-1. Nashua Plainfield next week. Homecoming week. Be there, be loud. Maybe tune in if you can't. If you're not within 500 miles of St. Ansgar, you can't get back. Then, it's okay. You can join us here on Saints TV. We may have a special behind the Saints episode for homecoming on Friday. But you have to subscribe, hit the little button. You know what? For those of you at home who sometimes have trouble navigating, how do I find this stream again? We have fantastic news on that front. Forever and ever and ever now, to find anything Saints TV related, just go to saintstv.com.
We didn't even talk about that.
We forgot about it.
Somehow,
Completely.
until this moment, we forgot to mention, we have a brand new website. It's beautiful. It's functional. It is going to get you to all
use.
things Saints TV. You say, gosh, I think there's football tonight. How do I go find that again? Just go to saintstv.com. Click watch now, and boom, you're in.
Absolutely.
Okay, so go check that one out. Stay tuned here, like I said, for some cool homecoming week stuff coming up this week. The Saints take on Nashua Plainfield Friday night at home for homecoming. Nashua Plainfield comes in 4-0, ranked in a few polls, riding high. Should be a great game.
Absolutely. Did we find out how they finished tonight? Is that something
they were up big the last I looked? Let me go get you a final here.
Last year, while Joe looks that up, the Nashua Plainfield game happened in Nashua. And for those of you who are Saints TV fans, we were able to bring the radio broadcast to you. But it was a rainy night that we were not able to stream. We're excited to be able to stream Saints versus Nashua Plainfield this year. That'll be next Friday at home, homecoming.
Nashua wins tonight 48-7 over AGWSR. So they are indeed 4-0.
Oh, hold on. He's not mic'd up, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there's Slammin' Sammy P. Thank you, Slammin' Sammy P, for joining us tonight. We'll see you next weekend. Sayonara, my friend. Safe travels on the long, long ride home that starts with these few steps. Ooh, just cutting off that poor little girl. Just about smashed her. Kind of like watching him on the basketball court against kids his own age.
Yeah.
Well, we're waiting for some stats. They're bound to be here, right? Just about
we do not have any additional stats. We went through the varsity stats there in the fourth quarter.
We did. Okay.
Nothing obviously changed there. And I do not have any of the final stats from the JV guys. We will cover those this week during our Behind the Saints episode. I'm just looking for a couple of interesting other scores. North Lynn and North Cedar play tonight. That should have been a good one, but that's a paid broadcast. One more, Give Butter endorsement, right? Help us keep this one free so we aren't like that one where I just click on it and can't watch it because it's behind a paywall.
What is it? Was it NFHS? Or what?
Yeah.
Well, we could probably get access to that.
We might need to try that.
Pull some strings.
Yeah,
Special thanks to Kimbasu running the scoreboard tonight, helping us out.
Yeah.
So we probably she doesn't want that one because it's already. Hey,
Great
give
night.
butter, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you, Susan and Tracy Swift, for giving butter tonight. Cammy Cope, Tim.
Yeah. Kind of was starting to look like
What
last week
is
again,
happening?
and here we go. The Saints, rattle off 4 straight touchdowns in about 10 minutes of game clock, and go into halftime with a big lead, and salted away here in the second half. A bunch of young guys got some experience here in the second half, which is cool and is a key thing to have happen here. So glad to see that. And the Saints roll 54-14 final
And we saw the Saints open up the playbook a little bit there, try some different things, some different looks.
Yeah, ran the pistol a bunch in the second half. Shotgun, spread. We kind of saw a little bit of everything tonight. You could tell there's
one of those pass plays right here.
This was a beauty, just a beauty, both pass and catch. Clevenger had a great night. Joe Clevenger had 3 touchdowns on the night, 2 rushing, 1 receiving. And the best hair of the night, we got to get this guy's name.
It's out there. It's got to be out there.
Gentlemen, great night again. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for being here, making all of this happen. Another good night for the Saints on the road here in Belmond-Klemme.
Yep. You going to sign us off, Eric?
I'm going to do that, yeah. So, again, like Joe said, I appreciate everybody being here. We're so delighted to do this. Thank you for our sponsors. You guys see the sponsorships rolling across the corner. You see the ads. Please support those businesses who support Saints TV. That's it for tonight. Candle Genius here. Duke Scoop, not your average Joe, and not your average wife. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you, Thursday for sure. I always forget to go through the schedule. I forget to look at what's going on. No, there's no volleyball next week. So we'll see you Thursday.
Cross country.
Thursday cross country.
Saints TV's debut at the cross country meets. We can't wait.
Yeah, in Manly. And then Thursday night in Manly at the cross country meet. Friday, homecoming in the St. Andrews. We'll see you there. Thanks for joining us. Nighty night.
Auf Wiedersehen.